All right, hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Brett Calhoun, and I am very excited, very pleased, and very privileged to introduce our new series, the series premiere, Tales from Ascalon. And it's going to be a whole new group, and I'm very excited to say, too, that I'm not going to be in the driver's seat this time around. I am not the GM. I'm a regular player, and a very good guy I'm about to introduce you to is going to be running the show. Uh, as always, we're going to introduce our characters, and also, as always, ladies first. I think we'll start with somebody you're all familiar with. Ingrid, tell us a little bit about yourself and who you're playing.
Hey guys, I'm Ingrid. You know me from Brett's Cyberpunk 2020 game. I am playing a tabaxi, which is a race of cat-like people, more humanoid than feline. And I'm a druid, descended from druids, but I work as a healer in our town. And I was born and raised in that town, and yeah, my name is Sunshine at Night, and I go by various nicknames.
Okay, and how about you, Maddie?
Okay, I'm Maddie. I'm playing a tiefling, which is devil people. She's a member of the town guard. Name is Mercy. Sort of quiet person. One horn, one eye, one wing, one arm, half a tail. all the missing body parts. Yeah, just sort of a tiefling person. Fighter.
Okay, fighter.
Yes. Fighter, strong person.
And then, dearest Andy, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and Brett, I'm glad you could have me tonight. This will be my first foray into Dungeons and Dragons, so I'm really privileged to join you today. As well as Andrew, really glad he could set this up for us. Tonight I'll be playing Sid Hargrave. What he is just a regular old human. He's a pirate. Fashioned him kind of in the likeness of Captain Jack Sparrow. Kind of got that swagger going. Kind of got that got that swagger to his step. He has a bit of a chip on his shoulder. He was born to nobles, and now he's basically just trying to stake his own claim in this big wide world of Ascalon.
Okay, but before I introduce you to the leading man, I'm going to explain my character. You all know who I am, at least I hope. I'll be playing a guy called Cassius Corello, and I've got a really long history, but I'm not going to get into too much of it, leave some of that excitement and mystery to you guys. But I came to this town after being chased by the mafia and got beaten up and everything, and now I live here as a simple tailor, and I am a monk, so I've sworn off using any type of weapons. I'm just a bare-knuckle brawler now. And that leads to the man, the myth, the legend himself, Andrew. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hey, well, so as Brett said, I'm Andrew. I will be DMing this game. This is not the first time I've DM'd this group. We actually just recently finished another campaign. But we've been working on this world for, I guess, a couple months now.
Yeah.
And we're all really excited to get into it. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess just a caveat on that real quick. This is a fully custom world, planet, everything. So,
yes.
We are not basing this off any of the modules for Dungeons and Dragons, although we are playing 5th edition. But yeah, this is all custom, everything. So, I've got the map fully zoomed out right now. A lot of this, this is just a tip of the iceberg, and
Here, I'll send this over here.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
There you go. There's our current working world map.
Yeah, it's beautiful. So there's a lot of stuff you guys are going to be seeing. And Andrew, take it away. Let's get this party started.
Awesome. So it's late autumn, and here in the town of Brighton, and it's 2 days away from the big harvest festival, when all the outlying nearby farms will bring in their major harvest. There'll be a big feast and everything. People are kind of gearing up for it. There's also been some trouble going on recently in the town. So, in the past couple months, we've had 2 goblin raids that were kind of almost like unexpected. The old mines, abandoned mines to the west, and the mountain range to the west, you'd recently found out some goblins moved in there, which is not unheard of, and you sent someone there to, or the town, Brighton, sent someone there to talk with the goblins in order to discuss maybe, make sure, hey, y'all are going to attack us, we want to see, maybe we want to trade or anything, and for the most part, the goblins are just like, we just don't want to do it. Just leave each other alone, we don't care. I'm like, you know what, okay, fine, we'll respect that. Around the same time, or a couple months ago, after the first goblin raid, a representative from the Venetian Empire, which is a large military empire, very similar in kind of in concept to the Roman Empire, sent a representative to your town, basically asking if you would want to join, be annexed into the Venetian Empire. And y'all have kind of been independent for most of your lives, and kind of decided, you know, we really don't care for that, whatever. Although after a second goblin raid, the Venetian Empire came again with a little more forceful proposal, with some veiled threats of either join the Venetian Empire or be forced to, and Governor Montague was kind of outraged by this and basically told them to get out of his town. But with the current, the threat of the goblins now, what they have on the town, the threat the goblins impose on the town, and having not the best town guard, some people are more considering actually joining them so they can be under their protection. So, we'll start this. This is kind of later in the day, about a couple hours till sunset. And as usual, most of your characters tend to, end of the day, decide, you know what, we'll just go hang out at the Rebel Throne, which is the main tavern in the town. So yeah, I'll let you take it away.
Okay, I'm a tailor. I have a little stall that I rent out here, and I've been working extra hours lately just because with the fall festival coming up. I'd like to have maybe a few extra copper that I can spend on junk food and celebrating and such. And I'd like to have that set up. But yeah, I think I see it's getting pretty late and nobody's interested in fashion right now, so I close up my little shop and I start walking over to the Rebel Throne.
I'm heading back from a wonderful day of hunting, and I got a great catch. I caught a rat, and I caught a bird. And so I'm going back home, and I'm going to go ahead and prep them and set them on the fire, or whatever you do. And then go inside, wash up, and head over to the Rebel Throne for an evening of storytelling.
I think Mercy she's going there too. Some of the members of the town guard are trying to get everyone together in the Rebel Throne, and you can only, once a week you got to accept, otherwise you don't have any friends and everyone hates you, and that's no fun for a workplace, so.
Sid was there an hour ago and he began drinking.
So you're saying that Sid is little on the inebriated side.
More tipsy. He's holding pleasant conversation with Cecilia more than anything else, but he's
Okay.
not completely buzzed. He's not slamming down the tankards yet. No cause for that yet.
So that's how I'm sitting there. As Cecilia will kind of talk to Sid and say, "Hey, so have you heard about good old Leo sent him out to the goblins?"
So the goblins are just to recap, and I've just kind of flashed my drink around. Hold up in the mines. There was a second attack, and they're saying they had nothing to do with that, right? The folks in the mine, at least.
We haven't heard anything from the goblins.
Oh, we haven't heard anything.
No, they
Have we
attacked.
tried?
That's why Leo went. We were kind of worried. The first attack was about 2 months ago, and the second one was almost a month ago today.
Hmm.
They're
Alright.
going to do anything really soon.
Well, here's hoping that doesn't happen anytime soon. But where's old Leo gone? How long has he been gone for?
Oh, he left sometime yesterday. Montague wanted someone to go, and you know Leo. He's one of our best huntsmen. Here's anyone getting into trouble that he'd be able to hold himself. Expect he should be back sometime. Probably tomorrow if everything went well.
That's the hope. That's the hope. As it seems like Cassius and Sonny are streaming in, I wave them over to the bar. Wave over to Cassius, Sonny, and Mercy if she's inclined, but it seems like she's walking in with the bunch of guards there. So look over to Sonny, look over to Cassius, and shout over to him. Hey, she's looking like you used a drink, and Sonny is looking like she's. Is she bloody at all, or like what's she doing?
No, I washed up.
Oh, she watched.
She has Cassie's just bought her a drink, so she's gonna throw it back, slam the glass down upside down on the table, and then bound over and jump on Sid, give him a big hug, and be, Sid, you're in town! What's new?
Got a good haul. I'm in a good mood. Drinks flowing free here. Looks like the guards are here. Don't want to stir up too much of rock, because that's always good news seeing you around. And I see Cassius is with you. How are you both doing? How you doing?
Yeah, I hope you've been staying out of trouble. Trying not to piss off all the guards around here, huh?
I give him a wink and a thumbs up. And yeah, man, that's what I do. Staying out of trouble.
I think I see
What's new?
Mercy over there. Speaking of guards.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, it looks like you guys are already drinking. What?
So I'm gonna
Kinda
wave over
wanna-
to Mercy.
Yeah, about how close would you say we are? Can
She'll
we
wave back.
hear bits and pieces of their conversation?
Probably. There's not a lot of people in the tavern. It's a more quiet night.
Well, I imagine this conversation was probably about the goblin attack, since that seems to be what everybody's talking about these days. I was speaking with Nia Johansson about it, and apparently he, one of his shipments of goods got delayed because apparently these attacks have everybody on edge.
Don't get me wrong. I mean, the goblin folk, at least the ones from what I understand, holed up in the mine. But word of mouth from Cecilia here is sent one of our best hunters. Sonny, do you know anything about old Leo?
Well, I don't think so. I haven't really heard anything. I just know everyone's been talking a lot about these attacks. I'm not worried because we're in the woods, I'm right on the edge, and I don't know.
Okay. But you tend to go on like hunting expeditions. Are you like spotting anything like in the trees, anything shifting, anything beyond there?
Well, most of my hunting I do in the woods to the east, so I don't see a lot of stuff out there, but I do find lots of shiny things. But I haven't found anything new lately. Everything I find is mostly dirty and old stuff.
I'd always
I
point
haven't really
towards
seen much.
being hidden somewhere, right?
I kind of try to stay away because I don't really like goblins.
Mm.
They were not okay. So never mind.
All right, won't press it. Looks like you spilled your drink. Do you need another drink?
And then I just start lapping it up, and like while he's saying that, and I look up and I say, "Oh, sure, thanks."
Yeah, that's why
As he turns, I'm
I
gonna
can go to
continue lapping it
Cecilia
and
and
like watching.
get her a tankard or whatever she's drinking.
So, Sid, did you get a chance to do any fishing out there while you were on the open seas?
Had no chance, had no opportunity. I had opportunities to do less fishing, more netting, than anything else. Haven't drawn up anything exotic, just mostly the good old haul of daily fish when rations didn't necessarily, suffice. But yeah, when I came back to town, I came back in about 2-3 days ago, divvied up with the crew, and just went our separate ways. We're on leave until after the harvest festival. I'm thinking about moving out after that. Everything past that, though, not anything planned. What are you guys' plans for the harvest festival? Plan on sticking around for that at least.
Yeah, that's exciting. It's good to hear that you're going to be around for it. I'm trying to earn a few extra coin here and there until the festival begins. That way, I'm not dead broke by the end of it like last time.
You remember last time he said he spent all his money bidding this guy that he couldn't arm wrestle him, and then he got down to it, and he was like, "Wait, I really don't want to fight you," and he just gave up.
I mean, I
Just
guess it's funny
roll on the
back
floor
at it
laugh.
now, but
I thought it was hilarious. You got it back later.
No, hold on. You said the man with iron fists lost the wrestling contest.
He forfeited. He didn't lose.
Hmm. Okay.
He didn't want to hurt him. I mean, to be fair, he probably broken the guy's arm, so it's good that he didn't.
So he just kind of shrugs and kind of
That's just the best. Hurting again.
because if it looks like the guards are just kind of congregating there, like Sid definitely wants to get the scoop. If it's if they're talking about possible goblin attack, he wants to hear or pick up on anything they're hearing.
Oh, I can listen for you.
Yeah, so kill motion of Sunny, like if he can point anything out, saying anything.
I'm going to flip my tail a couple times and then sort of stretch my ear.
there we go. I think I'm having some microphone issues here. Slight connection issue. I'm gonna re-fix that in a moment. Well, there we go. I think.
Who was that?
Okay.
Is that you, Brett?
Yeah,
Dropping out?
I was dropping out. Sorry,
Okay.
everyone. You guys were coming in a little warbled, and I think I'm the only one that was having the issue. So
Yep.
I figured best to
Okay.
hard reset. Sorry about that.
No, we're good. Alright. So most of the guards talk is they're when they're hanging out in the towns, they're off hours. They try to keep less they try to keep their work at work. They're off. They don't really want to talk a lot about it, but at the end of the day, they can't help but discuss, this supposed impending goblin raid. And you pick up a little bit. They're Alpha Loss kind of brings up like, well, it's like just kind of mentions, I'm surprised Leo hasn't come back yet. And Captain Lacey is just like, just give him time. You know that man. He'll make his way back. Yeah, but it's just, I don't know. What if the goblins got to him? See, Commander Merither is just like, oh, goblins get to Leo. That guy's, he's a full-on retired adventurer. I mean, you think some goblins are going to be able to deal with him? He'll be fine. Just give him some time. Okay, then what do we do if if it comes back to the goblins' attacks? Like, listen, Alphalos, just don't worry about it. Be okay. Sonny, if you're listening, and Mercy for that matter, go ahead and roll insight.
Oh, so insightful.
So Sonny, you kind of hear in Merither's voice when he's telling them to find it. You kind of get this hint that he's a little hesitant when he says that, almost saying like he's trying to convince himself more than he is Alphalos. But for the most part, he kind of putting a good show up there. After that, they just kind of go on and start talking about other, kind of change the topic. Yeah.
So I look over at Sid and I say, back when I was in the service, I remember talking to a couple guys that actually dealt with goblins in the past, and they always said that they're not too big of a threat up front, one-on-one, but you get enough of them around, and it could be a serious problem.
If I recall correctly, there are a couple of goblin merchants in town. I think they would know more than we would, especially if anything's, or at least if blood loyalties or anything to go by. I would assume they would know more about it than we would.
That's a good point.
Personally, I'm of the idea that if the goblins hold up in the old mines, if there's going to be an attack, you being a serviceman yourself, I believe it's classic strategy to stage your forces out somewhere, let their presence be known, and have some sneak attack be launched from other sides, right?
Well, I mean, let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Look, goblins, they're typically associated with some bad stuff, but they are capable of reason and discussion. I think, we should talk with them first and see what the issue is. If it's an issue of land or something like that, we can negotiate and make some type of arrangement or compromise. I don't think we need to, wipe out every single goblin or anything like that. I don't think we're at the point yet of that much violence.
Yeah, no,
I'm going to speak up at this point, and I'm going to say, well, I know that I don't want to hurt them, but I tried a long time ago, because I used to go to the mines all the time and just sort of explore and hang out, and then one day I was there and the goblins were there, and I tried talking to them and they threw me out, and they were really, really mean. And I don't think that if we go there and just knock on the door and be like, hi, we want to be friends, they're going to be okay with it. I think they're going to be, try to hurt us. And I'm scared. I don't want to do that, guys. That's terrifying.
Well, Sonny, I don't... I'm sorry.
That's okay. So Cecilia's kind of walk up to the table at this point. She's just kind of washing a glass while she's talking, kind of been overhearing your conversation. She's like, well, that's bring up some good points, but that's exactly why Leo went. Go see what's going on and maybe talk to them out of attacking us. Maybe they're not even planning on it. I don't know.
It might just be a faction of the goblins, an unruly group or something like that. I mean, they're, no different from, humans. There are some bandits, there are some bad ones, but then the majority of them can see logic and reason. And I'm not being naive here either, Sonny. I think we should talk, as what's being done, and I nod to Cecilia. But then I say, if we do get attacked or something, we should be prepared to defend ourselves.
I agree with the sentiment. I, take a sip of the tankard, whatever drink they're offering, I just kind of set it down and let it swish a bit. I believe we should exhaust the diplomatic options, but with tensions being this high especially, what I fear most is if there is another attack, that the goblin merchants who are in town will be the subject of some fairly terrible consequences.
But we'll have to try and avoid that if we can.
It's.
But I don't
I'm
know.
of the idea that I'm of the idea that
Sorry.
I agree we should go to like the root of the issue, or at least find out what's happening at the old mines before doing anything. But
It's true.
keep in
And
mind, we're not necessarily the most equipped. Talon's guard poke, and I kind of like point over my shoulder of the folks that are armed to the teeth here. I don't know. Don't get me wrong. Like as much as I'd love to do something, not hero, man.
agreed. I mean, I was even gonna say, me and Sonny, we're just simple merchants, and I sell clothes. I'm not in the army anymore. I figure leave it to the authorities. They'll take care of it.
I've never really been in a fight before. I don't want to. I'm just gonna kind of curl up
So,
and sniffle a little bit.
Cecilia will speak up. Like, well, had enough talk about those goblins. So, what do you think about those people from that empire? Vici.
Benici?
Yeah, yes, those people. What
It's Medici.
do you think? What?
Sonny, you should know how to pronounce it. I've told you that I am one of the Benici. Already.
You said Medici. That's
No.
how I said it.
No, that's a different different empire entirely.
Okay, you say this every time. I don't hear
It's
Vadici.
Vanici.
Vadici.
Vanici.
Vadici.
There we go.
Vadici.
Anyway,
Cecilia's just kind of laughing at this.
I'm shaking my head with a smile, but then I look at Cecilia and I say, well, having served in the army for them and growing up as one and everything, it's just a matter of time before they take this town. The Benici Empire is unstoppable. For better or for worse, I don't really know what can be done.
Well, I mean, you know firsthand. How bad would it be if they took over this town? I mean, surely they'd at least protect us from these goblins.
Well, I mean, it really depends on a lot of things. I mean, it depends on how many soldiers get sent out here, and they're, at least when I was in the service, they were starting to spread themselves a little thin on the edges. But I like to think that if they took this place over, they would be able to handle a pack of goblins. But I have a feeling that they wouldn't do it diplomatically. They'd probably just wipe them out, unfortunately. My big worry is that I would feel more concerned about that cleric. God, what's his name? And I scratched my head and thought. I can't remember his name, but they, funny thing about the Benici, they really don't take kindly to
Arvin.
worshippers of other gods, typically.
He's talking about Arvin.
Yes, yep, there we go. Thank you.
Oh, wow, that would be a bit of an issue.
I like Arvin.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I never was involved with, like, religious side of things. I lived in Manaroli as a kid, and then I was in the service and everything, but I was part of, like, more the Navy than the Army, per se. But, I don't know. It's too hard to tell for now, but I would say I would get used to seeing more Benici soldiers around here in the near future. What about you, Sid? You lived there.
Yeah. Lived there for a little bit. Personally, I'm of the idea as long as the little guys, tend to be. Yeah, I know how it goes. Living there, it is a little stifling at times. I would agree. That seeing that the soldiers around can be a bit of a turn off, especially for business matters. I mean, imagine like all these stalls. All of a sudden, you have folks, folks in like heavy armor, walking back and forth with these pointed spears. Not necessarily the friendliest atmosphere, I'd say, for business, but if push comes to shove, I'd like to think that if we can stake our, town's independence, that'd be nice. But if it is an inevitability, I'd rather have it. He'll clear his throat and he'll basically say, as whatever results in the least amount of blood spilled, I'm perfectly alright with.
I'm honestly more concerned about Mercy at this point. I don't know how they would react to incorporating her into their, I guess, guard system and everything. I don't think they have too many one-armed tieflings.
Well, too, and point out the kind of discreetly point out the shiny metal arm she's got, but he'll just lean back in his chair, put the tankard down and just kind of quietly contemplate.
Well, I do know one thing, though, that I am looking forward to, and to talk about something on a much friendlier note, is I am looking forward to the fishing competition in this upcoming festival. And I'm telling you right now, and I tap the table for emphasis, I am going to take home the cup this time.
Cecilia's gonna chuckle, look at you, like, oh? Really?
Last time, I caught a boot. Look, I'll be honest, it didn't work out too well. I tell you, though, it was a bigger fish. It got away somehow. And
You caught a boot in the cleanest river in all of Ascalon. No one throws their boots in there, and yet you found the one boot there.
I think I should get extra points for that then, looking back on it.
He was just helping to clean the river. I don't see what the big deal is.
Oh.
That is one boot less.
Cassius.
I mean...
She kind of just reaches up to put her hand on your shoulder. It's like, you're gonna need some luck on your side if you want to win that competition.
Well, I've been giving him fishing lessons all year, and he's been doing much better. I mean, I know you pulled up that shopping bag the other day, and but that hadn't happened in a while, so he can do it. You can do it. I know he can do it. He's gonna win that cup. You'll see. And I'll pat you on the back.
From across the table.
Oh, yeah.
She climbs up on the table.
On the shoulder from across the table.
She climbs on the table, pats you on the back, and then climbs back.
Her hand extends beyond.
I'll cast Guiding Hand.
Yeah, I give Sunny kind of a quizzical look. I'm like, well, just to put the matter to rest, it wasn't fishing lessons, but I've been fishing a lot, and Sunny's been eating all the fish that I bring home, so they're not.
You know what?
I know that much.
I've been giving him tips. I've been giving you good tips.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I'm not caught that bass last week. If I hadn't told you where to look.
So
Anyway,
around this time, you're gonna see the guards are gonna start motioning to get up and leave, and Verither's gonna kind of stand up and walk over to Cecilia. As usual, thanks for the hospitality. He's just gonna kind of pull out 2 silver and set it on the table or on the counter. Well, I think we're taking our leave. Good night. Stay safe. Kind of look around, and as they're leaving, he's gonna turn around and look at hey Cassius, good luck in that fishing contest. I'll just be warned. I've been fishing a lot this year.
I'm gonna grin and raise my my flagon to him, and I'm gonna say, "You're going down this year. You don't have a chance."
yeah.
Right. He's gonna turn Captain, what was it the other day? How big was that fish I caught? Like, oh right, sir, that was it about this big? Kind of puts his hand about 3 feet apart. It's like, yeah, that seems about right. Maybe a little bigger. He's like, oh yeah, Anyway, Cassius, good luck.
Same to you.
We'll see you around.
Have a good night.
As the guard leaves, Mercy will go over to say hi to Cassius. And cover up her mechanical arm with her cloak. As she walks past Sunny, like, very pointedly, be like...
My eyes follow it, and my tail flicks.
And Cassius will be like, hi.
Hey, there she is. I was waiting for, wondering to see if you were actually going to come say hi. How's it going?
Alright.
Only all right, not great.
Extra work. The goblins.
Yeah, have you actually seen any while on shift?
Not since the attack. Other than the ones who live here.
Yeah. I guess have they been getting a hard time in town?
So there were some issues.
Okay.
Like how big issues are we talking here? Like fights breaking out, or are we talking bodies in the streets?
Mostly just verbal.
Alright. Well, I'll take that as a good sign, but tensions the way they are. Personally, I think the goblins are a bigger concern than necessarily Venici. Diplomacy is nice and all, but there's a more immediate threat pressing on our minds than, the whole of this town is going to be focusing on that rather than the Venici's.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's definitely, this place is pretty lively. Not used to it being so exciting around here.
And personally, I'd rather we keep things excited in the good way. I'd rather in 2 days we have, worry-free festival, worry-free days. But things like these are looming over, and all I'm saying is, if there is an attack, if there is an attack and it does loom on our town, then possibly, with the amount of people that come for the Harvest Festival, I'd imagine that's a prime time to do so.
Well,
Not to say anything more.
Are you saying the Harvest Festival is going to be attacked?
Yep. All I'm saying is it's a prime opportunity more than anything else if we wanted to cause some shock and terror.
But I have a booth at the Harvest Festival. Like, should I go? My favorite time. Or...
We'll be okay. Don't worry. We'll take care of this. But you do bring up a good point, Sid. I think if anything happens, another attack happens or whatever, let's all try to meet by my stall over by O'Hanson's, and that way we all know everybody's safe, and we can make a deal from there. Mercy, I know you'll be mixed up with the guards, but I want to make sure that we try and have it so that everybody's accounted for and everything like that, just to be sure. I hope it doesn't come to that, though. I really hope not.
Just a quick out of character question: did Sunny ever share with us what she heard from guard captain?
Yeah, I would have.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, no worries. Just making sure.
No, yeah, I probably would have just relayed pretty much what he said, and also that I had sort of detected. I forgot what it was. Did I write it? Anyway, short answer, yes. Sorry.
So if that's the case, Sid will motion for Mercy to come close if Cecilia's listening in, but so he'll talk to Mercy. Word through the grapevine is the guards are believing that everything's going to be fine. From your perspective, you being there, is that the case?
I think we can take them, but I'm not sure about everyone else.
Okay, definitely something we can possibly deal with. So he kind of leans forward, sees his tankards empty, and then just kind of just pushes it forward. He doesn't want to drink anymore. Just kind of looks to the rest of the room, sees that it's empty, and just kind of looks to Cecilia and just kind of asks Leo when he goes out for his hunts. Usually he's fairly prompt. Usually if it's something I don't necessarily I can't really lay the claim that I know Leo from top to bottom, but he's a hunter. He's quick on his feet, good with bow and arrow, I'd imagine. But what I'm questioning is, even on his toughest hunts, usually he's fairly prompt to come back, right? Usually it's a day turnaround on those, right?
Yes, day, sometimes two.
Sometimes two. Okay.
He's been gone. I mean, a little bit longer, but, maybe he's been talking negotiations with the goblins.
Maybe.
We are dealing with extenuating circumstances, so I think that it should be okay for now. But Mercy, I would definitely say that if he's gone longer, you might want to mention that to your captain. See kind of what the best move should be. We don't want anything bad to happen to him.
So just sort of nod.
Okay. Personally, I'm of the idea, and I'm just sending this forward. If he's not back by this time tomorrow, then we should definitely worry. Or, not you guys in particular, but I'd definitely be worried. Just kind of taps his finger on the table and just kind of hums quietly, and he looks to Cassius. It's like, suppose you were leading a small platoon to march on an enemy stronghold, and I'm not saying they're goblins are necessarily enemies. I'm just saying, if you were to take like a small group forward, and at least to rescue old Leo, or at least to rescue a VIP, would it be feasible with like a small group of 2 or 3 armed folks?
I mean, we're dealing with goblins, so hypothetically speaking, and I give Sid a wink. Hypothetically speaking, we could do it, but it's a lot of it comes down to knowledge ahead of time and a lot of outside factors. We got to know what we're dealing with, and maybe if we had a guide or something like that would help. That it's always nice to have, but information is key.
I agree. Because we don't necessarily know what's on the inside of old mines. We don't have old schematics unless we go to the governor's mansion.
Well, guys, I kind of know those mines pretty well. Yeah, I used to go. I mean, I don't know what they're like now with the goblins, but I did know what they were like. I at least know ways to get there. It's not like the main road.
Okay. And like I said, that's for the time being.
But it's like super scary. I don't know how to like fight or anything.
Cecilia's gonna speak up and be like, "Wait a second. Are you seriously considering going after Leo?"
People just kind of look over her shoulder and be like, "What?"
Oh, I hear what you're saying. You 4 boys. I see more competent adventurers in. Well, I've seen more competent adventurers.
Is he just gonna glare at her?
Yeah.
Okay, not you, Mercy. You're fine.
Hey, what about me, Cecilia? I mean, sure, I'm not exactly the best fisherman ever, but you know what?
What?
I know.
You mean the man who swore off using weapons? What are you gonna do?
Sid's gonna start counting with his point. He's gonna start counting with his pinky finger up to 4 just to pretend he's an idiot.
Cassius could kill someone with a fishing rod.
I think who cares whether we're good adventurers or bad adventurers? This is a time where we have to step up. Our town is in danger, and our town is the most important thing right now. And I feel like whether we're qualified or not, we have to do it. It's our duty.
Yeah, and we don't. Leo hasn't come back yet. Give him some time. You heard just as well as I did what Commander said,
We can try to track him.
give him some time.
Sid looks over to Cassius and
Well,
fingers. Is this 4?
oh, Sid, stop it! This is serious. No,
Serious.
wait, guys, I have an idea. Instead of going right to the goblins, why don't we just try to see if we can find where Leo went? Like, we can track him through the woods and try to see if he got to the goblins at all.
I will be right back.
First thing I think we should do is try and gather some information. Let's talk to some of the goblins around town and see maybe if they've heard anything. I mean, I get it. They're not, they're different clans maybe or something like that. But maybe they can give us some insight.
Celia will walk up and like, well, the first thing you should do, go home, because you're drunk. She specifically, points at Sid when she says that. Not letting you go after Leo when you're drunk like this. Get some sleep. Shake off that whatever hangover you have in the morning, and then maybe you'll be smart enough to consider.
I mean, it'll be better to track him in the light. We can still be stealthy through the woods, but we'll need the light to see a trail.
Well, I'm definitely not heading out into the middle of nowhere in the middle of the night. So
Yeah.
I think it probably would be best if we all kind of go our separate ways for now and get some rest. And hopefully, with any luck, Leo will come back and we won't have any more issues.
Yep.
So, and with that, I walk over and I'm gonna put down. Is 5 copper enough for my drinks and Sunny's?
Oh yeah, I think it'd probably be around a copper a drink.
Okay, so I think that's gonna be it'll be 5, I'd say.
Yeah.
So yeah, I slap down 5 copper pieces and say well, it's always a memorable experience here, Cecilia, I gotta say.
Well, seeing you here, don't do anything stupid.
Yeah. Well, you have a good night too, okay? And I'm gonna walk over to the doors and be like, Sonny, you coming?
Oh yeah! Night, Cecilia!
Night, Sonny.
After Cassius.
I bid Mercy and Sid a good night as well.
Mercy
Night,
just sort of
guys.
nodded everybody and head home. Do whatever she does when she's at home.
Yeah,
She's making confetti cannons for the festival.
Nice. That's awesome.
Awesome.
So I think my fear is starting to be overcome by the thrill of adventure, if we're talking about just tracking them and stuff, and I feel like I'm becoming part of something exciting.
Is she saying that to me? As
Just sort of a general narration.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, that was kind of out of character. I'll work on that.
I think as we're heading home, I'm gonna roll insight to see if I see that Sunny is excited about this.
Are you? Well, the question is Sunny trying to hide it?
Not overtly. I probably wouldn't try to hide it at all, actually, from Cassius, because we're best friends.
That roll would be unnecessary.
Okay. I guess we just haven't rolled much.
This is exciting!
That's the reason. So,
Okay.
yeah, I look at...
So,
as we're walking down the Ursus Bridge, I kind of give Sunny I eye her up and down a little bit, and I say, I know that look, all right, and that look's always trouble, okay? Let's just remember, Leo's a big boy and he can take care of himself, and we were just speaking in the hypothetical here, girl, all right?
I don't know what look you're talking about. I'm just concerned about Leo, and I mean, maybe I'm really super excited too, but because it's an adventure. It's a real It's a real adventure.
I get it, but listen, all right, don't get ahead of yourself.
Hey, I know we're probably not going to do it, but
I mean,
it's kind of cool to think about. He's probably just going to come back tomorrow. Anyway.
Yeah, you have to remember too, like this is some dangerous stuff. You could seriously get hurt out there, and I don't know about you. I think I've had enough adventures in my life to last me a little while, still at least.
At least you had adventure.
Yeah,
I mean, I like living here. I don't ever want to leave. I am really scared. I did have that run-in with the goblins, and they were really scared, and I ran away, and I haven't been back since. And that was only 2 of them, so I don't even know.
Well, Sonny, I promise you that if anything bad does happen, just make sure to stick behind me, okay? I'll make sure that nobody hurts you.
Aww, thanks. I'm gonna give him a big hug.
I blush.
I'll protect you too. I like how we're also walking.
By hug, she means she literally jumps on top of you while you're walking.
That's how I hug everyone.
You're just carrying her now.
Like Scooby-Doo.
Can I roll Tinker's Tools to see how successful I am at my confetti cannons?
Yeah, go for it.
I'm gonna check on the meat.
Nice.
Wow.
You really know how to make these confetti cannons.
Okay, I'm gonna put those in my inventory.
Nice. How big are these?
Huge.
No, I don't think they're too big. I think they're hand size. They're not so big that they're I don't want them to be dangerous, but so that people could play with them during the festival.
Okay. Yeah, you got a pretty solid design. That's.
I would say with a crit success, that could be a real cannon.
My thought is that I could potentially use them as distraction tools later, Brett.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
See, I think I'm going to sit by the fire for a little bit and probably properly cook that rabbit. And then I don't know about the rest of y'all.
I'm gonna watch, I guess the sun's set already. I'm gonna clean up and stand by the fire and all the stuff that needs to be done. Clean up camp.
I mean, it's a pretty good fire pit that I made, so we're good.
Okay, then we'll go to bed.
Okay.
Sid will get a message out to his second mate. Tells him, if not back in 2 minutes or 2 days, depart. I'm kidding, no. If not back in 2 days, send search party to the mines. That's basically it.
Alright. So, you're tired for the night. Unless there's anything else y'all plan on doing. And next morning, y'all wake up, whatever time y'all normally do.
Just before dawn, so I can catch the...
Whatever time is appropriate for my shift.
I get my bird deterring stick, and I go to the roof, and I sit and watch the sun come up, and if any birds come nearby, I poke them. As best I can.
I imagine my, essentially my alarm clock is the sound of birds squawking violently as Sonny's whacking at them. That's my sign to wake up.
Nice.
Morning!
I step out and I say, yep, good morning. How's it going up there?
Slightly out of breath. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's been busy. I just flick at one. It's good.
All right. Well, try and
This
stay
is
out of
me
trouble. Okay?
whacking at them while I'm talking. That's why it sounds weird.
I'm gonna. I gotta get going for work. So you take care. Okay.
Cool. Okay. Have a good day.
You too. And
Like 2 seconds later, you hear me like scream and fall off the roof, and they go, "I'm okay. I'm gonna go inside."
I sprint to the booth as part of my morning workout routine.
Nice.
Show up with a nice sheen of sweat every day. Adds to the appeal.
Yeah, everyone needs the sweaty tailor.
I mean, I have like a bucket and water and everything because I'm like right
He's-
next to a little water area.
He's trying to show off how great his new athletic clothing line is.
Under Armour.
Under Armour, not to be confused with actual armor.
Yeah.
There was some confusion a while back about that. Some knights went into battle with just Under Armour and didn't go too well.
They died stylish though.
They were nice and cool.
Yeah, the first thing people
the
said
sweat
when
was
they
wet.
saw the body was, "Damn, those are some good-looking corpses."
And the next thing
I
someone
wonder
said,
where they got their clothes were. Yes, exactly.
I imagine while I'm like washing, like the nicest fish like, swims by, like just like easily out of reach, but like it literally comes up so I can see it, and like sticks its tongue out at me before like swimming away.
It jumps out of the water and
I shake my fist angrily at it, and
It's like a slow motion angel singing, like sort of throws its fins back as it jumps out of the water and gives you the big eyes.
and I'm just like, you were so mine at the festival.
The heart.
Mercy will go to work.
Hell yeah.
She's on. I say she's on duty watching over the guy who's not a great fighter but can talk to people. She does that a
So,
lot.
Bertie, you actually would have gotten this first. So, since you were at that entrance, you would have seen Leo came back this morning, shortly before dawn. He showed up, and he immediately went to the governor's mansion. Now there's like a small crowd outside there trying to, wait, what's going on? We're hearing about this, and there's quite a commotion going around town saying, hey, he's come back. And so you would have, Cassius, as you came into town, would have heard some of the people on the street like, hey, there's something going on in the governor's mansion. I think Leo's back.
I at first am reluctant to go join the crowd because I don't want to miss a customer, but then when I realize that nobody is like anywhere near my stall, I'm just like, okay, I'll go check it out. And I go running over there.
At this point, like most of the guards would have also come over there. Alphalos would have been like, hey, Mercy, I'll keep you on the post. Go see what's up with Leo.
Mercy will look suspiciously at him for not suspiciously isn't the right word, but I know you're not a great fighter.
It's like,
But
come
then-
on, I can handle myself.
Just shrug and walk over there.
So,
Yeah, I see Nias Johansson, and I walk over to him, and I say, Nias, you're mixed up in this too? Do you know what's going on?
it's like, there's a crowd here. Always follow the crowd. That's what they say.
Yeah, apparently so. I just wish the crowd would come to my stall every now and then.
Right. Well, seems like most people are caught up with whatever this business is. Apparently, Leo's back in sometime this morning, and went straight to the governor. Although,
That's good news.
yeah, I don't know. Some people saying he was acting a little weird.
Really?
Not sure what.
You don't think those guys, like, I don't know, cast like some weird witchcraft on him or something like that, do you?
Like, not sure. At this
Like
point,
he's too good for that.
so while y'all are kind of watching there, you see the doors kind of bust open. Not really bust open. They kind of get thrown open firstly, and Montague walks out, Leo behind him. He's like, Where's Commander Marathon? Ah, Commander. We have a bit of a situation here. You see, Leo kind of walks out. He's got this, like, very, like, his look on his face. He's got this, like, really, almost like a goofy smile. And just kind of is looking around smiling at everyone, just feeling really happy. Which is...
roll medicine on him? Because he's, like, right in front of me.
What do you want to do? What are you trying to accomplish?
I want to see if he's, like, addled. Like, if he got, like, smacked so hard in the head that it, like, caused his, you know, like, to see it, like, if he has vertigo and all that. Is he walking normally? Is he, like, drooling on
go and roll insight to see if he's acting like himself. It's... You kind of feel like there's something a little bit off, but you're not sure what.
Okay.
And you see, so Marathon walks up. He's like, what is it? It's like, well, kind of steps forward. Kind of looks back to see Leo, just not really paying attention to him. It's like, don't think Leo's quite right. And regardless what he said, it's, he says something about, I don't know, some creature by the name of, Delmirov. Apparently it's commanding the goblins to... I don't know. And at hearing that name Delmirov, Leo would be like, oh, there's no reason to fight them. I mean, the goblins are just serving Delmirov. Well, honestly, we should think about helping them as well. All they're looking for is food. You notice they just attacked the farms last time. It's like, yes, I know, we've been over this, Leo. Just hold on. Like, listen, Commander, we might have more imminent danger than we suspected. Alright. Well, I'll rally the guards and whatever militia I can. Do you know any time frame or anything? So, no, I don't. We should be prepared. Very well. Governor, Lacey, Mercy. Rally the troops. Meet me at the West Gate. We might have goblins upon us soon.
I run over to Sunny, seeing her, and I'm like, Sunny, what are you doing here?
Sorry, muted. Hey! Hey, Cassius! So, I got to the diner this morning, and I was gonna meet up with a client, and, like, no one was in there except for, the proprietor, and she said that, everybody had gone, over to the governor's mansion because there was something was happening with Leo. And so I went to find you, and you weren't your Mr. Johansson, and he said that you would come over here. So, so I'm here. What's going on? With Leo? Is Leo okay?
Well, it looks like there's some more concern with the goblins. Look, I think it would be safe if you kind of either stayed in town or stayed at home today. Just don't go wandering around too much, okay?
Okay. Are they coming?
I'm gonna walk over to Leo, since he's just standing here, and I'm gonna say,
follow.
Hey Leo, how's it going?
Ah, Cassius, my good friend. How are you?
I'm good. How was your trip with the goblins?
Oh, it was wonderful. Got to spend some quality time with Delmira. Oh, she's great. You should meet her.
Who is that?
Oh, she's the head of the goblins.
Is she a goblin
She's-
herself, or?
Oh, no. Why would she be a goblin? Much more majestic than that. But listen, all they're looking for is food. We have plenty of it. We're having a harvest festival soon, and I told them, well, they could help themselves to some of our excess harvest. And, I mean, we're such a kind and generous town, figured we could help them.
Well, I think we could definitely talk about some type of trade arrangement if they want extra food, but I think that we should be, let's not be naive about things here.
Naive? Who, you calling me naive?
No, I'm not calling you naive. I'm just saying let's be careful as we go into this,
Am I not for anything but careful?
I don't know. I mean, honestly, we don't know each other all that well, but look, I just want to make sure that I take care of the people that I care about, and nothing bad happens. And I'm gonna be honest.
Listen, Cassius, the guy puts his hand on your shoulder and just looks you dead in the eye and says, we both want what's best for our people. And what's best is that we help and serve Delmira.
I gently grab his hand and lift it up from my shoulder, and I say, "Listen, Leo, I don't know what was up with this chick, but let's think about things, okay? Let's just take it one step at a time. I'm sure Ulrich will have some type of plan set up, and we'll deal with it from there, okay?"
Well, sorry, go ahead.
So I just so I'm followed Cassius over. Leo's acting strange, correct?
Oh, yeah.
So could I perhaps I'd like to kind of feel him out and run an insight just to see if I can tell what's going on?
Yes.
What's different about him?
I mean,
Why is he...
Leo's normally a pretty kind of stoic kind of guy. He very much has a, typically stoic look. Not one to laugh a whole lot unless he's drinking. He just seems way too cheerful right now. He's like, well, it says, Cassius, my friend. I mean, how's this? If you want to talk with Delmira, if you can talk with her yourself. I mean, she'll be here later today.
I would definitely be interested in hearing what she has to say at the very least, as long as it's peaceful.
See, at this point, you see Ulrich comes over and is like, Leo, please, you wouldn't mind, please come back to the mansion. I'd prefer if you stayed in there. Governor. Yes, of course. I've always enjoyed being in your manor. Yes, I know. Just please hurry, go in. Kind of ushers him in quickly, turns around, he's like, Cassius, listen. I know he's been saying, I don't want to cause too much panic, so keep this on the down low.
Whatever you say, sir. I'm just, like I told him, I'm just looking to make sure that everybody's safe here. I don't want any trouble, I'm just...
Yes, I know. We have reason to believe, he said, there will be an attack soon. And I know this is difficult for me to do, and I don't ask this lightly. We need all the help we can get. Would you be willing to pick up Armskin and help this town?
I kind of grimace a little bit, and I say, I'll be there to help. I'll do whatever I can, but I'm not going to kill anyone. That's not what I do. I don't do that anymore. But I'll be there to protect people where I can, and possibly I'll even try to negotiate if you're willing to let me stand in for that.
well, negotiation may or may not be off the table. I have seeking suspicion that I know who this Delmira is, and I seem to be the manipulative type.
What is Delmirith? Leo was saying it's not a goblin.
I don't know. He wouldn't tell me either. But as he said, she'll be here soon. And, well, when that happens, I don't want to risk anyone's life speaking with her, so he'll kind of take a deep breath and be like, I will speak to her myself. I have already talked to Arvin to see if he's got anything that might be able to, anything in his clerical repertoire to help deal with this. Fortunately, as you know, his spellcasting is it's not the greatest.
Well, we could talk to Wilmsley Pepperbox about using some of his arms, although I'm sure he's going to charge us for everything we're worth to try and set up any type of militia.
Yes, I know.
I hope it doesn't come to that.
I would agree.
But I'll go take a look, sir.
But, okay, at the very least, could you gather up whoever will fight and warn them? And anyone else, just try to get them on the east side of the city. Safe location. Spread the word. But try not to cause much panic. Let's say... How about this? We've got a pre-harvest display we'd like to do over on the east side of the city. And just see if we can gather people there.
Okay.
That way, if something does happen, there's on the other side of the city a little safer, and if something doesn't happen, then, well, less panic.
I'll take care of that then. I have an idea that might just come in handy. And
Awesome.
I look at Sunny.
Thank you.
I run my services.
If you'll excuse me, I'm expecting Arvin to show back up to see if we can figure out what to do with Leo.
I bow and then I very, very, very gently escort Sunny over here, so it's just her and me speaking. And I say to her, all right, look, I have an idea on how we can get most of the townsfolk to kind of stay out of harm's way. So,
I'm ready.
My thought is you wanted an adventure? Well, here you go. I think you go off somewhere, maybe near our home or something like that, and use whatever powers you have to, I guess, put on some type of show. You know, whether it's magic or druid craft, whatever it is, that crazy stuff you do. You know, you try and do that and make it seem like it's part of the festival thing, and get people involved. It doesn't need to be great, you know, but, you know, anything to kind of keep people from wandering back to the west side. And I'll run around town and try and spread the word that there's a big event going on.
All right. I agree. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. You spread the word. I'm gonna go. I have just the thing in mind.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna run off. Okay, I'm running off.
Okay. Be careful.
You too!
And I'm gonna
Okay.
immediately kind of start making the rounds to all the establishments
Okay.
and tell people about a show that's happening.
Alright.
And
So,
okay, sorry.
alright, no, I say finish that off. About to shift gears to the guards.
Okay.
So as that's going on, guards are walking right in front. Commander Merither's kind of talking to everyone, like, listen up, we've got intel saying that, goblins are coming. Kind of expected. Now, unlike the last time, we don't expect this just to be small raids. We think it might be something bigger. As they come up She's gonna step forward and be like, Alphalos, what do you see? Not much yet, Commander. Good. Well, keep me apprised of the situation. Now, we know they're going to be coming from the west. This is the best point of defense. Hopefully, we're going to be gathering up as many people as we can. Get all the help we can get to hold this. Mercy, I know you tend to have... Well, you're the more experienced person here, and you tend to have a few tricks up your sleeve. Do you have anything that might be able to assist us? Mercy, look at me. We're going to be under attack. You're my most experienced fighter here. Do you have anything?
I mean, I have better weapons and stuff for myself, but I made some stuff for the festival.
Okay, well, what do you got? Come on, spit it out.
Sort of like it's like cannon.
Cannon?
No.
That's good.
Damaging.
Oh, okay. I guess that makes sense. Festival.
Yes, I was gonna shoot people.
Okay. Alright, well, bring those over here.
Okay.
We don't know how much time we have. See, I don't know, might build you or something. And yeah, while you're at it, if you got something better you can fight with, and get it.
Mercy will go to her house, grab out the confetti cannon she has, change into her breastplate and grab her fantasy halberd. Not a real halberd. Yeah, and then come back with I'm imagining fairly small confetti cannons. They probably couldn't do much damage, but
right. More distraction.
I mean, you could shoot them off in someone's face.
Yeah. So you can see us like, okay, well, it's not a real cannon, but you have. Alright, well, let's see if we can do anything, get some barricades up here, something to block the entrance. Lacey, Cleve, see if you can commandeer some wagons. Just get them up here to block stuff. Keep them from getting into town, we have the advantage. Alright, run off and try to grab what we can. Alphalos, just let me know the first time you see something. It's like, actually, Commander, I see smoke. It's off in the direction of, farms to the west. I think they're raiding one of the farms again. We go help them? Shit. It's already started. I don't know if we can get there soon enough. So, no, we don't have the manpower to go help them. Sorry, we're gonna have to hope that they can survive on their own. If we only lose 1 or 2 farms, we can rebuild. If we lose this town, it's done. Alphalos is kind of looking through Spyglass, like, there's something else. Something flying. Kind of points off in a direction. You can kind of vaguely see something flying in the air, quite a ways off.
I'm gonna laugh if we have to fight a dragon right now.
It's like I was suggesting to Andrew 100 ancient red dragons.
I'm sorry, guys. Do I see what's going on? Like, I don't know what is going on with them. I can't see.
This is over on the guards. Yeah,
okay.
You're on the other side of town.
So I just continue. I'm just going to continue to keep casting Druidcraft and making things happen.
So,
Like a show.
she's gonna kind of be like, give me that spyglass. Look at it and be like, ah, shit. Okay, we have problems. Blocking the entrance is gonna help us. They've got flying things. She's gonna like step over here, kind of stop for a moment. She'll be like, Sid! Know you're over there.
Yes. I'm over here.
Well, could you use some of your expertise right now?
Expertise in what?
We all know what you do for a living.
I plead the fifth.
That's fine. I don't care about that right now.
Okay, cool. I'll step out now.
Come here.
Okay, fine. God.
I know you've been on journeys. Take this. You hand the sky spyglass. Point to the thing it's flying. Say, please tell me I'm not seeing what I'm seeing.
Sid will clear his throat, and then he'll point the spyglass in the direction of flying red thing.
I want you to. So you'll look at it, and it's on closer inspection. It's not red; it's brown. Which is kind of interesting. And I want you to roll nature.
19.
So you see it, and you realize that, well, Marathor's been seeing exactly what she saw, which is that is in fact a dragon.
A brown dragon.
A brown dragon. And you kind of know a little bit about brown dragons, and they are very much where green dragons subtly manipulate people. These things magically manipulate people, as well as they are gluttons.
So is this one of those telescoping spyglasses, or is it just a single rod telescope? It's telescoping, so I'll dramatically close it, and then I'll hand it back to the commander and says, well, that there is a problem moving the farms over yonder. Got yourselves a flying rat. By that I mean a brown dragon.
Crap.
So,
What do we have for range stuff? Grab the longbows. We got longbows, crossbows, whatever we have. We gotta take that thing down.
Yep. Personally, I'm of the idea. These things, if it's, might know why they're attacking your farms and only your farms, but get the feeling I know why Leo's acting weird. And he points to the flying brown thing. It's because of that. That thing, manipulates folks with magic, or at least some sort of manipulative powers.
Great.
So,
okay, listen.
Grounded,
Sid.
I'm just saying, that'd be very favorable.
Yeah, Sid, I need you to take that information, what you know, tell the governor, and tell him that we have. I'm going to see how to salvage this defense.
So, Sid will take his hat off, bow deeply, and then...
Like, she like, just go!
Alright. God. Deals well with authority. Sid Hargrave.
Alright,
Okay, welcome back. Yep.
awesome. So, as Sid, you're running to about to go tell the governor what's going on, and over by the guards, you see Captain Lacey walks up to Commander Marathon, and kind of like motions her to lean in, start saying some stuff. They start talking for a minute, and while they're doing that, we're going to shift over to the Sid and the governor.
And I was saying, okay, no, I'm not even there yet. I see Cassius is not there anymore. And then I make my way through the governor's mansion. I pointedly take off the hat, and then I walk through the front doors.
So you see they're like basically having at this point Montague's like shouting at Leo, She's like, come on, Leo, like, what is this? Just tell me what's going on. He's like, everything's fine. We just need to serve Delmira. It's like, what? What do you want, Sid?
Yes. I know what's wrong with Leo. That's a flying rat. That's a flying brown dragon. I mean, floating outside your farms.
Dragon?
Brown dragon. Don't know how old or how young, but that's why your farms are going
Oh,
missing. And my
boy.
goblins are out to destroy farms and gather what they can. And if the threat on the farms and harvest festival is any indication, and Leo's anything to go by, get the feeling you're Delmirith is a brown dragon.
Isn't she lovely?
She makes things better.
Arvin's over like, oh boy, it's not good. I'm going to go back to my forge and see if I have anything that might help us. Good luck.
Thank
Yes,
you.
thanks.
I need all the luck I can get.
So you're telling me there's a dragon coming to this town?
In addition to advancing force from the west that just took one of your farms.
Oh, this day's just getting better.
Looking forward to the Harvest Festival tomorrow, though.
Sid. I don't know how I put up with you in this town.
It's a very good question. Love you, though.
Alright, well... Do we know anything about these dragons?
Yes. The brown dragon tends to be on the hungrier side of things if it comes down to fall into a vice, like I am with my drink. They're gluttonous. They will take massive amount of food, and that's basically their prize, their hoard, and essentially the tribute if they got folks serving under them. That is very manipulative.
That explains the farm attacks.
Yep. In terms of manipulation, if addling is one of their skills, then that certainly explains what happened to Leo. The mental, not saying that old Leo has and not saying that he's dull or nothing. What I'm saying is, in terms of mental fortitude, he fell to either a trick or possibly some sort of magical spell.
There's no trick. Delmira is just... It would be foolish not to serve her. It's like, why don't you just try out? Shut up, Leo.
I'm gonna disconnect and reconnect.
Okay.
Sorry about that. Not sure what the technical issue is here, ladies and gentlemen. We'll try and fix this though. We have
When this dragon shows up,
there we go. Good to go.
I will do what I can to use diplomacy.
Needless to say, and if you're speaking euphemisms, it's a very cute euphemism, but let's talk not in hypotheticals, let's talk practically here. I know we're a smaller town and we're a little short on the fighting experience. I think guards do a much fine job on their own, but in terms of arming people, like what do we have?
Not much. I mean, we don't even have stuff to take out a dragon. We've got some crossbows.
And do we have folks who are good with crossbows? Do we have?
If this were 50 years ago, yeah, we had a standing army.
Little Rick from down the street. I know he won crossbow shooting last year at the Harvest Festival, but where was he at now?
I mean, yeah, but what? Is he want me to tell him, hey, take this crossbow and shoot a dragon out of the sky?
And can you? I would imagine that would be a tale for the goddamn ages. I'm just saying.
Unfortunately, I agree with you. Kind of at the end of our ropes here.
Yep. And personally, I'd rather we not lose Brighton. We already have enough to worry about.
Right.
So, even if it comes down to panic, let's mobilize folks. Let's get women and children down and safe. Everyone else that doesn't want to or can't fight. Let's get them safe, get them holed up. And then in terms of folks who are able-bodied, let's get them geared. Because if it comes down to it, I'd rather we go down fighting. Not saying we didn't come down with a fight.
I would agree with you, which is why I've already got Cassius at least assisting with that to begin. Trying to get everyone in the east part of town so that if evacuation necessary. While that's happening.
So speaking of that, in fact, I was gonna actually try and find a way to augment my distraction that me and Sunny are doing.
Okay.
So I went to Moldova's theater and entertainment store, and I imagine maybe there's like a bard in there, maybe even two, because this is a place that caters to them.
Right.
And I'd like to try and apparently Captain Sid just shot himself with his own pistol.
He pulled his gun out suddenly and shot the governor.
It fell out of the hole.
All I saw in that when I glanced at it was red number and fuck.
Yep. He pulls out, he shoots the governor dies. But that means you're the governor now, Sid.
I don't think it works that way.
Look at me. I am the governor now.
100% how it works.
So I enter though, and I'm assuming I maybe know the person that runs the place, Moldova, because I work right next door, so.
Right.
I walk over to Moldova and
Molly.
And I say, yes, that's what Sunny says. And I say, hey, listen, there's a bit of an emergency. I was wondering if I could get your help and the help of the other bards that work here.
Okay. What do you need?
Well, you know Sunny, right?
What kind of question is that? Who doesn't know Sunny?
I figured I'd ask. So she's putting on a show. She's thinking of actually getting into performing arts and stuff. And
Oh, really?
I really want this to be a good show for her. And I was wondering if you and maybe as many bards as you could would go join her and kind of help make this show really something special.
Oh, well, might be able to do that. Kind of looks the guys here. It's like, when is this show happening?
As soon as possible. You know how she is. She, she woke up this morning and was like, I want to put on a show. And I think she wants to try and steal the thunder of the festival,
Of course. So soon, what, sometime tomorrow during the festival?
Well, it's going to happen right now, but, she...
Whoa, hold on. Right now?
Yeah, you know how it is.
It's, my good sir. We are performers. We need time to practice and prepare. We can't just do a performance at the drop of a hat.
I get it, too, It makes perfect sense. I'm just saying maybe just go there to advise her on how she can best improve her performance. And then while you're there, maybe show her how it's done with, one of your best songs or something like that. Other people are going to be there, so, I think it might help boost revenue for the theater as well.
Yes, revenue. That is something that we do need. Kind of gives you this knowing look.
I give him a grin and I say, listen, you know me, I'm not the wealthiest guy on the planet, but I could talk to Ulrich about compensating you. The governor has actually approved this, so he might be able to float you some change to make it worth your guys' while. I know it's at the drop of a hat, and I'm doing the best I can with what I got.
Governor, you say? Go and roll persuasion.
Okay. Alright, come on. Ah. Damn it.
It's like, I don't know. See, I do like Governor might pay for this, but we prefer to have some guaranteed profits, or at least partial.
I say, okay. Like I said before, I'm not the richest guy in town, but I have a little bit of money I could maybe throw your way. I could even, I don't know, maybe, what if I made your guys' costumes for your next performance, even? That way both sides win, you know? I get to advertise my tailoring, and you guys get free outfits and can put on a nice show. Everybody wins.
How does this sound? Since you want this so soon, 2 silver up front.
2 silver, jeez.
2 silver up front. 4 silver when we're done from the governor. And you make our next costumes.
Huh, I'm down with that, except if I'm paying you, then instead of free costumes, discounted costumes. Let me at least earn some of that money back, huh?
I'm kind of looks at his friend and it's like, well, not sure if I'm really in the performing mood today.
Can I can I attempt persuasion again?
Go for it.
Okay. Oh my god.
Slightly better.
I'm like, okay. You guys got me over a barrel. I'll do it. Two silver right now, plus outfits. But I need to know what you guys are going to want to do, you know, as soon as possible, because
Fantastic. We can put on the greatest show you've ever seen.
I hope so. But I came to the best. So
You see, he
no doubt.
kind of walks up to you and like puts his hand out.
I slap the 2 coins in my hand and I shake his hand with that, to hand him the coins as I shake his hand.
Thank you, good sir. We will have this performance in no time. We are bards, after all. Always prepared.
Especially when money's involved, right?
Nah. You're a funny man, Cassius.
I'm gonna go spread the word, okay? Thanks again. And I run out and go pester the other townsfolk.
Alright. So, lots going on. Go back over who the guards are. After Captain Lacey and Commander Meredith kind of had their quiet conversation, Commander's gonna walk. Okay, Commander's gonna walk up to Mercy and be like, "Come walk with me for a moment." Just kind of like step away.
We'll do that.
A little bit like out of earshot. Like, so Lacey just informed me of some stuff. Apparently, she at least knows a little bit more about brown dragons than we must do. We don't think we can win this fight. I don't think we can. When that thing shows up, I don't think anyone here is going to be able to take it out. That being said, I think there is still hope for this town. When Lacey said, brown dragons prefer not to kill their enemies and instead enslave them. I know that is a difficult thought to think about, but there's really nowhere for us to run right now. We could try to go on boat and escape the sea, but I mean, where do we go? Try to go upriver, and I don't know if we have enough boats to take the whole town. Forest isn't much safer than anything, and well, I don't think we can move everyone. So, but what I'm trying to get at, you're our best fighter. I want you to go get help. Grab you and
Sort of nods.
you take yourself and whoever else you can move with you and go get help. Hold them off as long as we can and ensure that you get away. In time, we will hopefully not get ourselves killed by this dragon. So, at this point, you see Alphonse like, Commander, I see goblins. Shit. Go. Grab your stuff, whoever you can, go.
Okay.
And you see, as you're looking back, you see quite a large number of goblins coming at this point. There's still a little bit of ways off there.
Okay.
Go. We'll hold
Mercy
them.
will run. She'll run past her house so she can grab her things. Ish. Whatever she can grab, basically the stuff she needs to keep her arm working. Guess she knows that Sid is at the governor's mansion, so, and she knows he has a boat and can fight, so she'll like run in, look in the room and sort of like motion for him to get out, come out.
Like, Go ahead.
Go out. I have been motioned out.
Just look at him go. The commander doesn't think we can win.
That is an awful sentiment for a captain
She
to have.
she says that the dragon will probably enslave the town, and
Sid's experience
that
with towers.
me and some other fighters should leave and get help.
From where?
Mercy just sort of shrugs.
Okay. So I will elbow BB, who's been by my side, and tell him ready the ship, weigh anchors and point cannons towards the western front. And then put his captain hat back on, and then he'll look at Mercy. Well, we need to find at least one competent fighter who I'm certain you and I know. We need Cassius, and if we're gonna take this thing on, might as well do it fist swinging. But all right. So the plan is: are we evacuating and finding help, or are we letting what happens happen?
I think she wants to distract the dragon while we leave. She doesn't think we can evacuate the town.
Okay. Sid crosses his arms and he looks to the west, and he says, "All right, all right."
So as y'all are talking there, you see Cleves and Lacey come running in, and Cleves starts to yell, like, "They've made it through the wall! They're coming in!" And at that point, you see a number of goblins running up the path over here.
Mercy will look at Sid and be like, Cassius, do you know where he is?
He's like he was over at the east to setting up distraction. Sid whips out his pistol and steps forward.
So it's like they're going for the granary. Let's hold them.
So Sid will motion to Mercy. Head to the east, where I believe where I believe Cassius is, and get him. We need arms. We need people. We need fighters. I'll see what I can do to help.
By the way, for Cassius and Sunny, y'all are kind of setting. I'm gonna say y'all were setting up like over this field, still within the town.
Oh, we're down there?
Yeah, I think so. You're not like all the way
I thought I was enriching my garden. That was my plan.
Ah.
It was already, like, pretty, and I was gonna make it, like, a rainforest with all these, like, pretty fairy lights. So, we'll just do that over here. Or whatever.
Got it.
Mercy will run over to where where Cassius apparently is. He's not actually here, though.
I'm at the Short Rest Diner.
Yeah, but all I know is that you were setting up a thing, so...
Yeah, I think at this point you made it over this area.
Yeah, so I'm still just making the rounds. I don't even know that we're under attack yet.
I mean, I feel like you might know since it's being yelled about.
I guess it's on the other side of town, though. I don't know. I guess, could I roll perception to see if I hear...
You would hear it. They're breaking down walls.
Jeez.
Like, you would hear it.
Okay, then I'm gonna charge to the commotion then, at this point, and if I see anybody on the way, I'm gonna tell them to stay inside and lock their doors.
Okay.
And I'm worried that Sunny might be in danger, but I can't be everywhere at once.
Mercy will come and ask Sunny where Cassius is.
So y'all are gonna see.
Have I seen him?
So as y'all are going to defend the granary, I guess you're going to get Sunny there.
Well, I'm going to get Cassius, but he's not there, so
right.
I'm gonna.
If you come up and ask me where he is, I'll be like, I thought he was like getting people. He was going door to door to get people to come here. Is he okay?
Mercy's basically just gonna say what she said to Sid. I don't want to stammer through it again.
That's
I mean,
and just let Sunny know, because she's not a wise person. She doesn't. She's just gonna tell Sunny and the people what's happening, because she's not very smart.
That's awesome.
Oh, well, not very wise.
Well, Sunny, okay, if that's in that case, Sunny is going to finish setting up the distraction, which hopefully is this, like, relatively self-reliant. And then as soon as she can, she's going to try and get away, so she can go fight. She needs to find Cassius if he's not there in, like, a reasonable amount of time.
So as y'all are doing that, these guards and Big Wayne are about to go intercept these goblins, and you see this brown dragon come flying in and land like right here. And you see as it drops down, it opens its mouth up and releases this almost like a gas breath.
Wait, no!
And let's see. Say Lacey, Cleves, and Big Wayne. So you see immediately Captain Lacey just drops unconscious. So she just is out. The dragon kind of turns to look at the rest of them, and you see that it looks to the rest of the goblins and says, "Take them alive, if possible." I think with that, we're going to roll some initiative. If you want, we can say that Sunny and Mercy are closer.
Okay, that would be great, because I really do, like,
I think
she absolutely would have her sense of, like, honor and duty and of adventure.
Y'all are heading back towards Cassius. I'd put you about halfway across the bridge.
Alright.
To begin with.
Where's
I mean, I was gonna run forward and try and negotiate if I could.
Here?
Or should I wait until initiative?
I'd wait till initiative.
So is this an okay spot for me?
I don't know where you you are.
I'm on Maximus Causeway, or do you want me to be on the bridge?
I don't see your token.
Oh, I don't see.
To the right.
It says you're still in the field.
I think you're moving my token.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. I just saw
Yes.
Yep,
But
that's
yes,
exactly
that is
what
where
happened.
it should be.
I have it
All
really
right.
far zoomed out, and our names were the same length, and both end in Y. So it looked the
Nice.
same.
That's
Okay.
fair.
My bad.
So
There we go.
So let's roll initiative.
Jeez.
Ooh.
I already used the
Is-
spell slot.
Is my D&D initiative? Oh, I don't have my.
11.3.
Yep.
What?
Oh, you guys were rolling with the thing. It's okay.
Oh, we're
Roll
not
the
supposed to
same
do
as
that?
anybody else. I just rolled from the
Uh,
initiative from my character sheet.
You
That's
did
all.
it. I see.
But they rolled from.
Oh,
I mean,
right.
we are, but
Either way, fine. It's fine.
I
Can
mean,
we take just a moment? I forgot to bring my spot to give me my initiative, quick initiative button, which I desperately need that
I thought you had the quick initiative button. Like
on Rise of Tiamat. I do.
mhm.
Okay, because I clicked Cassius and I saw.
no, the enemy one, not.
Yeah, there's
Okay.
there's two different initiatives.
Gotcha. All right.
Let's see. Hold on. There we go. There was. All right. So, Sunny, you have the first move.
Oh my word. Well, I'd like to dash. And can I? Well, how far away am I? Let's just check that. Can I double my speed with my racial trait to get
You're
to
gonna
this?
dash and go 120.
Yeah. Can I get to in this blue stall here?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and like get undercover there, just to.
All right.
'Cause I saw that dragon.
Okay.
And I'm fascinated by it, by the way.
So, goblins with the bows going to turn and shoot. One of them's going for Big Wayne, one going for Cleaves. So at Big Wayne, we'll hit for 4 damage, and he's looking pretty bad at that point. And the next one will shoot at Cleaves, and he will take the arrow with his shield. You didn't see this goblin that's built almost in like full plate armor, built like a juggernaut. You're gonna see him charge straight forward, and basically go head first into the wall of the granary. He's going to make an attack roll against it and hit it for 10 damage and put a nice dent in the side of the granary. Alright, so our regular goblins are up. They're gonna run forward. You're gonna see 2 of them are dashing over to Captain Lacey, and they're basically going to try to pick her up and try to carry her off. One of them's still just going to dash forward over here, and the other one's going to attack Cleaves for 12, and he will miss. Again, Cleaves, he's pretty decent with his shield. He knows how to block those attacks. So, Mercy.
Okay. I'm gonna Just run forward a little bit.
Yeah,
So Mercy has a bow because we were all armed with bows and stuff.
Okay.
So she's gonna make an attempt to hit this thing with disadvantage normal. I don't know what the range is on a longbow. I should think I just have one disadvantage. Oof, not great.
You'll fire and just kind of completely miss the dragon. It just doesn't even regard that you shot at it.
Okay. Mercy just sort of like looks at the bow and just sort of like makes an annoyed sound.
All right. Ready to move forward?
Yep.
All right. Sid.
Sid will step forward and then angle himself over here, take an aim at the one, or over this one. Actually, so the one that's charging at Wayne, and he'll whip out the pistol, the banging stick, and then he will attempt to shoot.
All right.
Nope.
Damn.
Damn. This is promising.
I feel like this is like it. I almost feel like this was in Pirates of the Caribbean, where like he shot a pistol and like it was like a wet fire, so it didn't shoot, and so he like had to go mess with it again, and then he tried again, and then it didn't work, and he had to keep messing with it until like the very end of the fight, and then finally hit somebody.
Yeah.
Did you by chance get this gun from Alicia?
Hell yeah. So he will regard the dragon very coldly, and then he'll basically make his way over here to assist Wayne and whip out the cutlass.
All right. Cassius.
I'm gonna sprint across the field to here, and just be shouting like, "Everybody, relax! Stop the fighting!"
These goblins are as they see you come running towards them, you're going to see them both like turn their crossbows to kind of point at you, ready to fire.
I put up my dukes, and I'm like, okay, well, I guess I tried. That's it. That's all I can do for now.
That's all you're doing? All right. So, Delmir's going to, first off, let's see if we've got the breath weapon pack. Nope. She will look at everyone here and be like, specifically look at Big Wayne and say, "There's no need to fight me. Please, listen to me." And turn and remove the weapon from your friend over there. And he's going to make a wisdom save. Big Wayne the Wise. And I believe, actually, I think he succeeds.
Nice.
And he'll just be like, you'll see him like fighting this urge, and he's like, no, and he's gonna turn and run, pull out his club, and just try to just bash the dragon with it.
Fitness tips! Fitness tips!
Oh.
And he will just fail.
Damn.
Just swing and a miss.
Big
Delmar
Wayne.
just casually just like ducks away, just kind of like sidesteps, kind of chuckles at him. All right, Sonny. Actually, re-roll initiative.
Cool.
Yes. Like,
Are we supposed to click a different thing? Oh no, it's just the one on the character sheet again.
damn.
Yep.
My initiative sucks.
Or this one. This is the one. Ooh, my initiative. is not bad.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah, so for the audience, we're typically in D&D 5e, you just roll initiative once in a fight, but we wanted to mix things up, and Andrew, I think, you did some research and found like a different or did you come up with this on your own?
I came up with this one. It's real simple. It's just every time we hit the end of the round, we re-roll. Keeps it a little more dynamic.
Yeah.
There's some other nuances to it, but those shouldn't come up right now. Also, I want to mention, that's a good point, you brought that up. You have the option to delay your turn, should you wish. So keep that in mind.
Okay.
So, Mercy, you are up.
Okay. Mercy will go forward another 30 feet and attempt to shoot with the bow again. It's going to take a while before I'm not within disadvantage range on this. Anyway, let's make another attempt. Nope.
Again, you will just kind of whiff. And at this point, Delmirov's attention is completely, drawn. She's completely drawn to Big Wayne right now. Alright.
I go to pull out another arrow, but she gets frustrated and she snaps it in half.
So you see this goblin juggernaut kind of takes a couple steps back and then charges forward again, straight at the granary, and hits and cracks quite a bit of the side of the granary wall. You can kind of see a small hole, and you see some grains kind of spill outside. He's kind of getting a little excited at this. Sonny, you're up.
How tall are these buildings behind me?
I would say average about 10 feet. 10,
I
20.
would like to walk over here. I'm going to take the dash action, and I'm going to run and try to climb up to the roof of the building.
You should be able to do that.
Land. Awesome. I think I could probably get to about here. Is that too much? 50?
I think you're good.
Yeah, cool. And I will lie in wait. This is the first time I've seen anything like this. I'm a little overwhelmed. So,
Delmirov is up, and seeing that Big Wayne hasn't submitted yet, is going to try again. She's like, please, stop attacking me. There's no need to do this. And he will make another save. He's steadfast in his resolve.
Yeah.
Big Wayne!
Can't be talking to Big Wayne, man. Big Wayne don't take no shit.
Seeing that this isn't going to work, she's like, well then, I guess I have no other choice, and she's going to attempt to grapple. So she's going to roll strength against Big Wayne's strength and succeed. She basically just steps forward, knocks him down, and just puts her hand on his chest. So she's just kind of has one hand standing on him right now. So it is now Big Wayne's turn, and he's down but not out, and he's going to try to take a swing at her to try to hit her leg, and just makes contact with the side of it, but just can't really get any force from laying on its back. Two of these goblins grab Lacey and start walking off with her. The other two are going to gang up on Cleves here and try to hit him. He manages to put his shield in front of one of them, blocking the hit, but gets caught by the second one, taking 4 damage.
Ouch.
Gets a pretty nice gash in his side. He's still standing. Alright, Cassius.
So I'm gonna shout, you're gonna hear Cassius's old military tone come out, and Sonny's never heard this. Nobody's ever heard me actually barking out orders and stuff. But I'm like, Sid, you have to stop those guys from taking captives. Cleves, try to hold them off. Rally, can we need reinforcements over here. And I'm gonna grab this guy's. I'm gonna move here, and I'm gonna grab this guy's crossbow and try and slam it in his face.
Okay, make a.
Oh, okay. I thought that was. I was just doing unarmed strike, but you know.
Okay, yeah, no, that'll work. Yeah, well,
Okay.
you'll hit him.
Okay.
Which eye were you hitting with that?
I'm hitting the one here.
Okay, so you just like walk up to him, disarm him real quick in one motion, and just hit him in the face with it, and he just goes down.
All right. And I guess I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move here then.
Okay.
And yeah, and like I would say for like the rest of this turn order, you'll be hearing me like shouting like we need reinforcements and such.
Yep. I will remind you, being a monk, you can always bonus action unarmed strike.
Oh, that's right. Can I? I'm sorry. Can I do that? I totally
Yeah.
forgot. Okay.
No, go for it.
So I'm gonna yeah, I'm gonna do a improvised strike because when I clubbed this guy here with his own crossbow, I held onto the crossbow, and now I'm gonna try and like slap this guy in the head with it.
Okay. I would consider that similar to a club and ruled as a monk weapon. It's basically the same as an unarmed strike.
Okay.
For rulings. And you will hit. And this guy was being a little more prepared for the hit. Kind of managed to deflect the blow slightly, but still took decent hit from it.
I'm gonna say the crossbow like busted, and you know it was already kind of flimsy from me smacking the last guy. So
right.
I broke it over this guy's like back, you know.
Nice. All right. Well, Sid.
I would like to think Sid by this time has cleared out the misfire, cleared the jam in the barrel, and then pointed at the brown dragon that's pinning down Wayne, but he hears what Cassius is saying, but if Wayne made contact with that arm and it's not budging, then no way in hell dinky little thing is gonna attack him. So he'll do what he can to help at least rally forces. He will take aim at the goblin here. Take shot. For 23.
Which one are you shooting at? Okay,
The
that is
behind.
A hit.
For 6 piercing.
So you shoot this goblin just square in the back, and he just kind of flumps over, and the other goblin, since he died, just kind of drops Captain Lacey as well, and just kind of falls prone in the process.
Alrighty. Then he'll work feverishly to reload his gun, and then he'll shout, "You brown bitch, let go of my friend!"
Nice. All right. So this goblin just got crossbow broken over his back. He's gonna turn around, drop his crossbow, and pull out a dagger, and take a lunge at you, just going straight, stabbing straight for your gut. For a 7.
So I imagine he lunges and like I actually kick up the crossbow he dropped, and it like comes up and pops his hand up, you know, so it kind of like causes him to lose his footing.
Nice. All right, and with that, roll it again.
Man, my initiative sucks.
Well, those are the two opposite sides of the spectrum for me. She rolled good.
She doesn't even move. She's shocked by the pirate in front of her.
I will mention that Delmira is, although just sized as like a young dragon, she is large. It's kind of a testament to physics itself that her wings are actually able to let her fly. All right, Sunny, you have the first move. You also have a muted mic.
I'm sorry to work on that. I am still very shocked at what's happening, and I don't really know what to do, but nevertheless, I feel bubbling up inside of me a kind of, like, magical force, if you will, and without even knowing what's happening, this comes out, but of course I don't know anything about it. So it's gonna be 60 feet, starts about there, and we're gonna make that 20-foot cube get as much of those people as possible.
So, actually,
I'll move that up a square.
That.
Yeah.
Okay, so, well, that's everyone inside of there.
Mm-hmm.
Dexterity save.
And I just look at my self in astonishment.
What is your saving throw?
13.
Still save? 13.
Is that right? 13.
So, one goblin will succeed, and then Cleaves. Cleaves is great. So, these goblins are lit up. They just glow with this, like, unearthly light.
By the power of grace.
Alright. It's Goblin Juggernaut.
I guess before you get into that, I was going to tell you, all of my attacks are non-lethal.
Okay.
I should have told you that earlier. I was meaning to, but I didn't want to interrupt things.
Got it. Okay. So this Juggernaut's going to take a step back once more, charge the side of the granary, and hit. And he will crash right through the wall of the granary and, like, stumble inside. Alright. This goblin with the dagger is going to once more step forward, and he's going to, like, kind of come around the side, and he's going to swing low at your legs. 17.
Yeah, that one will catch me.
He'll hit you across the shin.
Wow. That hurt.
Alright. Big Wayne is up. He's going for this dragon. He again makes contact but just cannot actually phase the dragon.
Clink.
And he just kinda yells back, it's like, need some help over here. Sid, you're up.
Sid, spurred by the cries of Big Wayne, makes his way over, and he'll get over here basically, and he'll do what he can to attack her. Attack Brown one. He'll use his cutlass to do so. Foregoing theatrics, seeing a friend in need. Goes for 14.
You will swing for a hit and just dink off of its scales.
Jesus. Alright. So if that didn't even let him scratch, I'll point that pistol straight into where it left a scratch at least, and then get ready to fire.
Alright. Cassius.
So, Andy, I just want to say I love that you're playing another person with a cutlass. Like, oh wait, no, you had a rapier last time. Never mind.
Hell yeah.
But okay, yeah. So I imagine like this blade is like dug into my leg, and I like yank it out, and I grab the goblin by his head, and I go and smash my head into his face.
Alright.
Ah, damn! But he's slippery.
He will, as you like go to grab him, he'll just like drop down low and just like duck out of the way.
So I'm gonna say when he ducks, I'm gonna try and knee him in the face. Then
That's a hit.
there we go.
And he goes down and like he swings his head like quickly forward and down and makes full contact with your knee, and his head quickly goes back the other direction, and he flips backwards onto the ground and is out.
Okay, but once again, I am non-lethal on all this.
Right.
So, and then I'm gonna run here behind this guy, and I'm gonna shout like menacingly, like, you know, I'm covered in blood, you know, somewhat and everything, and I'm just like, do you want some too?
All right. Well, with that, he will he's still on the ground, he just fell over, turn around and look at you. Go ahead and make an intimidation check.
Thank you. That's what I was going for.
I'll give you advantage,
Yes.
or you don't need it. And he's going to make a wisdom save, and he's going to just basically look up behind, turn around, and like still sitting on the ground, like start scrambling backwards across the ground. You're welcome to get an opportunity attack across him.
Can I attempt to grapple him instead of attack him, or?
I would allow you.
Okay.
So you want to go for a grapple check?
Yeah.
All right, that will be athletics.
Okay. Yes.
Fail, and you will just. How are you going to grapple him?
So I imagine he like skitters away, and I grab him by his leg, and I'm just like, "Where do you think you're going?"
All right. So it is still his turn. He's going to attempt to kind of like. He's dropped his weapon at this point. He's going to attempt to like kind of punch you to make you release your grip. So he will attack an unarmed strike for a 7.
Okay. Yeah, I think like I like easily back up, you know, so that he doesn't hit me.
All right. The other 2 goblins are going to swing at Cleaves over there. For one, again, he'll block one of them, but take a hit from the other. And he's going to go down.
Damn.
He's at 0 hit points, dying. Mercy.
Okay. I want to get closer. How much closer do I have to get? Still another round of not having disadvantage. And I try again. Nope.
All right.
Very frustrated.
So with this, so as we come over here, you hear someone call out. Mercy, you hear a call out behind you. Delmirav, you're here. And you see, she kind of turns and looks, and you see Leo, and as well as Governor Montague standing outside. Just like, well then. And she's going to once more try to charm Big Wayne. Be like, listen, you don't need to fight me. And he will fail.
No.
And she will say, listen, honey, just your friends don't understand like we do. Let them help me make them understand. And with that, she's going to take flight and kind of just get off the ground just enough to go up and over Sid. So you will get opportunity. You will hit.
Nice.
8 damage. And she'll just kind of like, just kind of take the hit, drop back down immediately, turn around, and fire her breath weapon at you.
Oh no.
Both you and Big Wayne need to make Constitution saves.
Come on, Sid.
You will both succeed.
I ready the pistol, and I see her gaping maw. I get ready to shoot.
Alright, and that will be her turn there.
As like she's flying away and I see Big Wayne brandishing his weapons, I'm gonna say, I am not your friend. specifically, she said friends, so
I don't even like you.
yeah, like we're good.
Oh my word.
We're resetting.
I'm killing it with initiative.
Okay, well, I'm back in the middle there.
Like your initiative is fantastic, Ingrid.
Sunny is transfixed by what is happening. She is on point, watching
Cats are
every
very
single
fast.
thing that's going on. And unfortunately, she could go quickly if she were not terrified. Oh,
So I
Is,
think too. I want to point out that like she has never seen Cassius like hurt anybody. You know, like
Yep.
he's been very like just fishing and like
Uh-huh.
maybe a little hunting is like the most violent thing he's ever done in her presence.
yeah, she's a little overwhelmed right now. She's actually probably going to delay, or just for my turn be stunned.
Okay, so you
Because
at the very least
I just-
delay.
Yeah,
Okay, so if you want to go at all, just speak up.
perfect.
Want to go?
Perfect.
So this Juggernaut, he's just like made it in here and is just like super excited and doing this little happy dance that he made inside the granary. He completed his objective.
Oh, but none of us can see it.
Actually, I believe you can because he is glowing fairy fire.
I want. Can we see a performance check from him? Is
Oh, of course you can.
That's a good point.
Right.
I want to decide if I want to be impressed by this goblin or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Cassius can see him, but
I see like this dancing goblin like doing this little jig on top of
not
the granary,
bad.
and I'm just like not he's got promising. And like I'm
Not
like,
bad.
this is as I'm holding a goblin by his foot.
You-
and he's,
you-
like,
You know, if he gave up his bad ways, he could make it as a dancer. I believe in him.
All
This is going to
right.
be a great movie.
So Big Wayne is up now, and being told what he's supposed to do, he's going to turn, look at Sid, and he's going to go for the bear hug grapple.
Wayne!
So he rolls an 8 for his athletics.
Oh, athletics?
Well, or acrobatics or athletics to counter it.
Okay, give me one moment.
Come on, Sid.
It's at
There you
13.
go.
All right, you will dodge the bear hug.
Wayne, I have no time for your kale chip philosophy, alright?
All right, while that's happening, these goblins, their swords, taking out Cleaves here. I realize that Cleaves did not have. That is okay. We'll say he's done damage to goblins. They're gonna turn and see that there's a hole in the granary. They're gonna go in there.
Do they dance too?
Yeah, they're going to provide backup dancers for this guy. They really know how to back up dance.
God, you know, those guys,
Pretty
I
good
want them to
machine.
give up on this and
Well, they used to be
form a dance crew.
they used to be a performance, but then Delmira came in and was like, no, you're going to be fighting.
So,
Oh,
I
that
imagine,
bitch.
it's like I imagine he's like in there by himself doing like thriller dance, and then these two guys just like amble in, like nothing's going on, and immediately just snap right in sync with him.
But like they're doing like he's doing like regular dance and they're in the back and they're doing like backflips and shit like it's
Yeah, I mean-
way more impressive.
Totally.
It's important to have good backup dancers. All right, this other goblin is going to continue trying to like beat at you to try to get you to release the grapple. So
Now, does he attack at disadvantage since he's prone and grappled?
technically, actually, because he's prone, he has disadvantage,
Sure.
not because of grapple.
Okay.
So, but he will attack at disadvantage for 15.
Yes, and that is I'm good. I have a 16 AC.
Just a reminder, if he did hit you, it'd be a 1 damage.
Okay, like I'm afraid he's gonna like do like 6
It-
damage and kill me.
He's doing an unarmed strike with a
Okay.
negative dex. Technically, it'd be 0, but I'm rolling at the minimum of 1.
Okay. I wasn't sure if like his claws gave him like
No,
1 or something like that.
he is not a monk. That being said, you are up, and you are in fact a monk.
All right, so I
What?
got him by his leg, so I'm gonna lift his leg up high, and I'm gonna try and snap it.
Ooh, you have advantage because he is prone.
Okay. Damn.
That will not hit.
So since he's like squirming around and such, I'm gonna just like still trying to keep his leg up. I'm gonna stomp on his chest.
All right, that will hit. He lets out this gasp as you knock the wind out of him. He's still struggling, albeit not quite as strong as he was earlier.
And I'm gonna be so I can't really tell what's going on with Big Wayne because the angle. So I'm gonna be shouting like, "Protect the granary!"
All right, Sid.
Sid saw Big Wayne attacking him, and that's a first in a long while. We haven't had a good scrap, but now's not the best time to be doing so. And feeling that the brown dragons influenced the guy's mind and that her mouth is wide open, he'll step forward. I think he'll provoke opportunity attack.
You will indeed. He will swing at you with his club for 12.
Miss, and then I'll point at her mouth and then shoot.
All right,
24.
that's a dead hit.
Jeez.
Nice.
Getting her shut up with an 8 piercing.
She just like you shoot her like right in the throat. Her head just like rears back. She just lets out this roar and just like kind of staggers backward a little bit.
Will you stop talking right now, you flying rat?
All right,
Turn.
Mercy.
Okay, well, seeing that she can actually get to a range where she can attack this thing, she's going to throw the bow to the ground and pull out her halberd. Walk up to within 10 feet and she's going to try and chop off a section of this thing's tail because she knows that hurts.
All right.
She's going to show a little kindness.
Oh,
Damn. I love that, by the way. That is the best name
Wonderful.
ever.
Yes.
I like that I rolled a 1
Wonderful.
there for that crit damage and re-rolled it as a 1. Good job.
so this dragon, after rearing back and like stepping backwards, you just walk up and just take off about a 12-inch section of this thing's tail. This thing is not happy right now. She is going to, let's see. First off, still coming off the roar, step back forward and blast her breath weapon at Sid and Big Wayne again.
Hell yeah.
So that is a con save. Big Wayne will succeed, and you will also succeed.
Consider some breath mints, you brown bitch.
Hey, Big Wayne, have you considered failing?
After she does that, she's going to turn to Mercy and say, "There's no need to fight me here. No need for anyone to fight me. You can go deal with the one with the loud gun over there. You will need to make a wisdom save."
Fighters are great at those. Nope.
And you will fail.
No.
So, for right now, you are basically going to listen to the command of the dragon, as long as you are near it and for a little bit of time. So, as long as you stay within 20 feet of the dragon, you're under its influence. If you leave that, then you can make a save and then be sure.
Now she didn't say deal with him, right? So
Yep.
Correct.
Yep. It's cool.
Yep.
Okay.
Go deal with them. That's it. And now with that, combine
I'd like to exchange some money for your gun.
this dragon is going to go airborne and start flying over. All right, let's roll it up. Oh, and at the end of this, round, Cleves will fail its death save.
Gosh.
Now, can I know this is. I don't know. You don't have to tell me this, but is it possible for me to use a medicine check to wake Captain Lacey up, or is that like beyond my ability?
So no, so actually, if you go over there, it is definitely possible to wake her up. She's effectively asleep right now.
Okay.
And so she will. You can actually just use your action to basically shake her awake.
Okay.
All right. Damn, Ingrid, what are your rolls?
I don't know. It's awesome though. I'm loving it.
Alright.
So I have not moved in a bit, so I'm gonna go ahead and double my movement and take the dash action to go 120.
All right.
I want it so Cleves is dying. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so I needed that extra bit to get over here.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't on this turn. I'm gonna kind of try to get to a point. Maybe I'll like stay right here. But on next turn, am I gonna be able to save him before he dies? Or can I tell?
You actually, according to our rules, can attempt a medicine check with a bonus action at disadvantage.
Alright, I will go ahead and attempt a medicine check at disadvantage.
It will be a DC 10. Not take that much. And you will succeed it. He is stable.
Alright. You're gonna be okay.
We'll put that,
And I'm gonna... Well, if that's the case, can I use the rest of my movement? Or is that not?
See, you would have had to climb use about 15 feet of your movement climbing. So, you went 65 plus 50.
So I have like 40?
So you have 20 left.
20 left? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna try it. At least get closer.
Okay.
Boom.
Alright, Mercy, time to deal.
Okay. I guess I can't actually get. I mean, I can just run up to him. That's all I can do. So that's what I'll do. I stand in his way. Very threateningly.
It is threatened.
Alright, Cassius.
So I'm temporarily taken aback from seeing Sunny run out of nowhere, and it's like I'm kind of like dragging this guy's leg around, and I throw his leg up against the wall, and I attempt to kick it in the shin.
Okay. You have advantage. That's a hit.
And I imagine I snap his leg.
Jesus!
So you stab his leg, and he just like lets out this yelp, and then just passes out.
And I shout to Sunny, "It's dangerous here. Be careful. There are a bunch of goblins right behind you." And I'm gonna use my. Can I use my bonus action to, I guess, like, stomp the ground right next to Captain Lacey to, like, wake the captain up?
I think you could do that.
Okay. And I'm gonna be like, "On your feet, soldier."
She's gonna kind of get up and be like, "What? What?"
I'm gonna say, "The granary is under attack. Move."
Right, yeah. Okay.
And actually, I'm gonna use the rest of my movement to get here.
Okay. Sit.
Okay. Sid, I would like to imagine, attempted to line up a shot on the dragon as it went to fly away, then sees big tiefling with half a horn blocking his shot, and is like, "But Mercy, get out of the..." So, seeing that she's just imposing and not necessarily stopping him from doing anything, he'll throw his damn, what will he actually do? He will use his action to Oh yeah, alright. So Sid would like to use the feature that he picked up, Silver Tongue. So, and he would like to ask Mercy to, "Would you kindly step out of the way so I can take a shot at the brown rat?" And then he will attempt to do a charisma check on her.
Alright, so deception versus insight?
Yep. For a natural 20.
Yeah, I can't beat that.
try, I guess.
All right.
I literally can't. I have a -1.
So you've got everyone currently. Everyone telling you what to do. You're getting orders from the guards, from the dragon, from Sid.
So then, if Mercy seems suitably shocked or disarmed, he will get his 30 feet over here and attempt lining up another shot as the thing's flying away, and end his turn.
All right. While that's going on, you see two other guards, Commander Marather and Alphalos, come running down the path. They come dashing in, and see they're like yelling. It's like Commander spots Mercy. He's like, "Mercy, what are you still doing here? Get out of this town!" So, what's happening? Big Wayne's going to, well, he was also told to go deal with Sid, so I'm gonna run forward, stop, awkwardly, walk around, and Mercy there, and then just run forward and basically dash to get there behind him.
Fools! You will remember this day as the day you almost caught Captain Sid Hargrave.
That'd be the worst pirate I've ever seen.
But you have heard of me.
Worst pirate I've ever heard of. But you have heard of me. So Delvira's gonna fly in, and Theo's gonna be like, Delvira, please. I would ask in your graciousness that you spare this town. I, as well as Governor Montague here, the leader of this town, would like to serve. He's like, what? Are you daft? We wouldn't serve this dragon. And Delmira will respond with, oh, I think you would. And forcing a con save. And he will fail. Be like,
Shit.
Yes. I live to serve you, Delmira. Alright. Juggernaut's up and in the middle of his dancing, as he's kind of doing a nice jig, turn around, sees Cassius there. And he's kind of stop for a second, remember where he is, slap his two hands on his helmet a couple times, set himself, and charge forward straight at Cassius, through his friend there, too.
Okay.
I need you and his friend to make a dex save.
Okay. Oh, sorry, that was not...
Well, we'll take the left number there.
So can I say that when I see this coming, I literally grab the goblin in front of me as a body shield and throw him, push him forward into his friend as this happens?
Yes, and he will just plow right through his friend, just knocking him out, and this guy's just charges forward and just kind of skids to a stop. Alright. Let's see. The one other goblin with the sword left, he stopped his backup dancing as well. Kind of saw what you just did. Kind of a little panicked for a second, and then steals his resolve and charges forward. And basically just runs with his scimitar just straight out, trying to go straight for a stab. 16.
That is my AC.
Then it will hit.
Damn.
And he will just stab you with a 6.
And so yeah, he stabs me and he runs me through, and I literally grab a hold of him, and slowly but surely the energy in me fades, and I slowly crumple to the ground.
All right. Captain Lacey is up, saw what happened, and is just like, ah, shit. Grabs up her short sword, rushes around, just completely bypasses this Juggernaut. He's still recovering from his run, and attempts to do the goblin what he just did to you. And she will hit. And she will skewer the goblin. And she's gonna, after that, just yell like, medic! Need a medic! Alright, new initiative.
No, this is gonna be the turn I roll shitty. Ah! Who's
Oh, no.
dying? My
I
best
rolled
friend.
Let's see. Goblins sword out. Alright, Mercy.
Okay.
So you can, I'm gonna say the start of your turns, you can make another save. Which Big Wayne should have made one. That will not succeed.
Okay. I'm gonna come over here and try to grapple Sid.
Listen,
There's my athletics.
Very popular person. I think so.
Acrobatics.
Alrighty. 12.
I'm gonna grab a hold of Sid at like the back of his neck with my robot arm.
Okay.
Wait, no, that doesn't work. It has to be my normal arm because my robot arm's the left one. And Big Wayne's in the way.
Alright. You are grappled.
Oh yeah.
Cassius, need a death saving throw. That is a failure. Alphalos will see that y'all are not doing too bad, and he's basically going to turn around, set his spear and his shield for the goblins, in fact, chasing him and the commander. And just like turn around and be like, we can't hold them that long. So Juggernaut's back up. He's gonna kind of shake his head, slap himself on the helmet again, and charge straight forward at the commander. And she will make a dex save and dive out of the way as he skids to stop right behind Alphalos. Alright, Sunny.
I am running over to Cassius. Ah!
Apparently on top of me.
Yeah. Ah! Are you okay? Oh my god! Cassius! And, I'm going to attempt, a medicine check to stabilize him.
Okay. Again, DC 10. You have stabilized him.
Nice.
So I, give him a little potion from my bag that I have mixed up of my own special healing herbs, and I sort of give that to him, and I, stop his wounds. And I lift his head, I'm like, are you okay? Or is he awake?
Would be like barely.
Okay. He's gonna be okay. That's it.
His commander's up. She's gonna basically be like, Lacey, Alphalos, deal with that one. And she's gonna dash forward and be like, Mercy! What the hell are you doing?
I imagine she's
As he's not gonna respond, she's just holding on to Sid from the back of the neck.
She's like,
I feel like the commander's like, this will reflect on your next performance evaluation.
she's gonna basically just like kind of grab you, try to like shake you. I'm gonna allow you to make another save.
I'm great at those.
She's like, Mercy. Damn
So
it,
apparently this whole charming my characters thing wasn't just a cater thing, it's just that you don't like me, right, Andrew?
yes, definitely.
What are you, a cleric? Name.
So she's gonna be like, damn it, she's like, Wayne, Sid, what the hell's going on?
Dragon charm both of them. Get them off my neck.
Damn it. It's like she's gonna try to do something next turn, so it is your turn.
Sid, seeing that the rose is there and that this ship is still parked, he gets plan to fucking get out of Dodge, man. It's out of the top of his lungs. Hopefully there's like a cracked window somewhere and just shouts, Eileen, get them safe! And then he attempts to get out of Mercy's grapple.
Alright. Athletics, acrobatics.
There you go.
Nice.
Good job.
Clean escape.
Clean escape, so he'll do a little head tuck and then he'll barrel south and then he'll make his way 30 feet south and that'll provoke another opportunity attack.
Alright. I'm gonna say that Mercy won't do one. But Wayne's going to swing and
Wow.
horribly, like, you're already past him about 5 feet and then he swings.
Can the commander get an opportunity attack on you?
Yes, she can.
I
She
imagine
will.
Big Wayne like slaps him on the ass or something instead of like actually hurting him.
She's gonna get an opportunity attack and hit him and basically she's gonna basically hit him at the back of the head with her elbow and just it will be enough damage to just knock him unconscious. Alright, so Delmirov's over here is just dealing with those people. Big Wayne's out. So Captain Lacey got her orders. She's going to run and go deal with this this juggernaut. She will attack with advantage. She will crit. And she will just run this guy through in one clean go. Alright, Mercy, you can make another save.
Okay.
Wait,
Oh,
is it?
Yeah, we should re-roll it.
Oh,
No.
reroll. You're right, reroll.
That was the only
Okay.
time I...
I think that's it. Okay, Sunny, you have the first move.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and delay until Cassius is able to, like, get up and move and stuff. Whoops.
He's at 0 hit points. It's unless you
Yeah.
get him a hit point, he's not moving.
So there's no way for me to do that.
Like you'll have spells.
No, I used all my spell slots already because I cast Fairy Fire for the distraction. And... not Fairy Fire. I cast Wild Cunning for the distraction and Fairy Fire in the fight earlier.
I thought you did Wild Cunning as a ritual.
Huh?
I thought you did Wild Cunning as a ritual.
Oh! I know. You know what? Yeah, you're right! Ah!
She totally
I
did.
feel this overwhelming surge of magical energy just suddenly coursing through me, and oh my goodness! Look at what I've made.
Force feed them 10 minutes.
Cassius, here, have some of these.
She shoves
Have one of these.
10 berries in your face.
Have
You,
10 of these.
You tried to save him with the potion, realized it's not quite working, like, screw it. Just...
Gotta work on that recipe some more. Yeah, I cast... I open my palm and 10 red berries are sitting there, and they're sweet and delicious. I give them to Cassius, and I say, here, eat these.
How many are you shoving
10.
in his face?
10.
Oh, boy.
He's only got 9 hit points.
Yeah, but it's so sunny to, like, just, like, shove 10 berries
No,
into his
you
mouth.
need your strength!
So,
I'm
so
panicking.
Cassius,
So
I'm just
full,
shoving
Cassius.
them at him because I almost lost him.
you wake up having this,
sad.
like, you just immediately gain consciousness having this taste of really great berries in your mouth,
Delicious.
but you just, like, have this bloated feeling in your stomach.
You just
Cassius,
ate
are you
10 days
okay?
worth of food.
Shake again.
What did you do?
Are you okay?
Oh,
I'm gonna lose you.
okay.
cry.
We're good.
You're okay though. You're fine. Okay. Hey, don't do that again.
Gesture, but remember our rule about putting things down my mouth when I'm asleep or unconscious.
Okay, all formal rules don't apply when you die on me, mister.
Okay, yep, that's
Not fair. Not fair.
Well played, lady. Well played.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, you're a badass.
We don't have time to.
Yeah, no. Keep doing what you gotta do. But that was cool. I'm gonna go help somewhere else later. High five.
I give her a high five.
Alright. So as Andy just posted, Sid seems like he's trying to get everyone to the vote.
Hell yeah.
Alright, is that your turn, Sonny?
Yeah.
Alright, Mercy. You can get your wisdom save.
I don't know.
That will succeed.
I'm so happy I threw my bow away.
So after seeing you kind of, Merithers like sees you snap out of it, or snaps you out of it, and she's like, "Mercy, I told you to leave this town. Go."
But she doesn't back down from a fight, Andrew.
Sid knows. Andrew, retort that it's a direct order.
She's like, "Mercy, that is an order."
Okay, Mercy's gonna follow Sid. She's trying to get people out.
Yes. Go.
And she already talked to him about.
She kind of says as you're leaving, it's like, "You want to come back? Like, this fight will be here when you come back. Trust that you'll win next time around."
Oh, jeez. Burn.
Alright. Oh, Juggernaut's dead. Forgot about that. At this point, I think we're basically up with the initiative, unless y'all plan on fighting the other goblin waves coming in.
Okay, yeah, I was about to say, I think what I'm going to do is, I get up and I see the oncoming wave, and I grab Sunny by the shoulders, and I say,
Yeah.
"Listen, Sunny, I need you to trust me right now.
Mhm.
We gotta get out of here. There's too many, alright?
Okay.
Let's get home, let's grab as much as we can carry, and let's bolt, okay?
Alright.
Alright,
Let's go.
In fact, I think you're probably going to outpace him, but
I think you have I can sprint fast, but you've got an overall whatever. It's okay.
It's not the same, I think.
I'm gonna stop by my stall to grab my tailor equipment, and then I'm gonna run home and attempt to grab my stuff. While as I'm running, I'm gonna shout, "Flee!"
So, what is in that case? What is Sid and Mercy gonna do? Are y'all waiting for him?
I mean, I told Sunny about what the commander told me to do, and that I probably would have said that Sid was setting up his boat to leave, so she knows that we're planning on leaving. But I have no control over whether or not we wait.
Got it.
I guess I'll probably let Sid know that we probably want more people.
Well, Sid does
people who can fight.
Sid does know that our home is kind of by the water.
That's a good point. If we can.
Yeah,
can
so
sail up river.
Go up the river.
I mean, she can handle it. Well, that's what it'll do. But he's being a hasty escape. Told Eileen to get everyone out. Commander is holding the line, and then he's setting sail. There's no point sticking around here if shit's about to go south quick.
Yeah.
So, setting sail, heading up north, and making his way to Sonny's and Cassius, if Cassius is still there, says, basically barks at them, get the hell in the ship.
All right. So as y'all go back to your house and you grab all your stuff, come out, you see Sid's boat, the Anna Maria. Is that right? Anna Maria heading north upriver, and you can barely make out Sid just yelling at you get your ass on the
Yeah.
boat.
Just for flavor, I at first would have run in and just grabbed everything I possibly could and would be running out with like arms full of shit. And
Yeah.
I imagine Cassius would have been like, "Get back in there!" And so it would have been like a little fight. But eventually, I would have just walked off with the stuff that I have listed on my.
I would like to do a. I don't know if it's an attack, but I would like to break the lock on my home to jam it so it's jammed shut.
Ooh,
Okay.
do that to mine too. Do that to mine too.
Well, I gotta see if it works.
Oh, okay.
What should I roll for this?
I'd make an attack roll.
Okay.
Unarmed strike. Yeah, there you go.
All right, and I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna be like, "Are you sure you have everything you need? Because once I close this door, you can't get back in." All right.
Yeah, it's okay. Just keep my stuff safe. I'll be back for you. And I take one last look at my garden and go off on an adventure.
Yeah, so I kick hard on the lock. A little
Oh,
bit
yes,
lighter
thank you.
than I did last time because I'm trying not to destroy your house in the process.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Did that work?
Yeah, that'll work.
Okay. And I also with my fishing rod and go bag in hand, chase after Sunny.
Fishing. Awesome. Alright.
As you start sailing up north, you can see Delmiro just kind of flying some lazy circles around the town while you still hear some the sounds of a fight going on.
The tears slowly run down my face, watching what's happening.
I would say like once we're at the shore, I kind of give Sunny a hug and I say it's gonna be all right. We'll be back, and when we come back, we're gonna show this thing exactly who we are.
Damn straight we are, and I clutch my bow in my hand.
All right. So you are sailing up North River?
Yep,
We're on a
upriver
boat.
to the Shadewood.
World map.
So we are along the Loxley River.
Yes.
Drop into the box.
So, you're now forced with an interesting decision. Where do you go?
Oh my god.
Sid will make it clear to the folks that they're not stopping until they get to the docks. The pier docks on the other side. That's where he'll set up shop for a bit.
All right. Keep in mind, I will remind you, Pier Docks is a Venetian settlement.
Yep, that's the point.
Okay.
He's gonna bite his tongue and he'll make it clear. While they're sailing down the river, he's gonna adjust the ship color so that way it's not apparent that he's a pirate.
Fair enough. Let's see. It'll take probably
Oh, sorry.
probably a week of sailing.
Look.
Fairly easily navigable river, but it's gonna take a while.
That's fine.
I'm gonna suggest that we sail here, and then my family's druid settlement is like, isn't it in this area? I kind of remember now.
Yes, I should have marked.
I'm just gonna, you guys, my family is there. They're not fighters, but they're druids, you know? They can come in force, they can bring animals, they can fight these guys off. It's quicker than going all the way a week's. There might not be a town left.
At the very least, we should at least warn them that, you know, they're...
I can't leave. Yeah, I really can't leave without telling my family.
Okay. If she insists, then he'll make it a point to stop, and then he'll send out the sending party. If there's no dock, or at least if there's nowhere accessible to the Anna Maria, he'll send out like a canoe, and he'll join with them to the druid settlement.
So it'll take another, once you leave the boat, it'll take about a day's journey through the forest to get to the settlement.
That's fine. So we're
I'm going to caution the rest of the group too. I'm going to say even once we're clear of those guys, let's all be wary, okay? I mean, the forest has other things that are out there. Plus, who knows? There could be more goblins around. So watch your backs. Be careful. All right.
So if we disembark, then I'll tell Flora to weigh anchor. I'll tell her, or not weigh, to drop anchor. And then we'll make our way into the heartland, into what looks like the lake area, and then he will trust Sunny with guiding them there.
Oh, I know how to get there. I could get there from anywhere. I also did not make NPCs out of character
No, that's fine.
for anyone at the Druid settlement, but that's okay, because it's just a bunch of Druids and my parents. Standard.
So, assuming you... So if you spent... Let's see. Try to figure out the timeline. So it would have been about... I think... 2 days journey upriver to get to the docking point, and then another day's journey to... Yeah, which means partway through the next day on your journey, while you were still on the boat, you would have passed through the Harvest Festival.
I would have done what I could to make us a feast. Unless, because I guess we wouldn't have time to stop. Unless we needed to refuel. Or not refuel.
Refuel?
But restock up. Refuel as in, get more rations and things, not gas up the truck.
I think on the night of the first day we left, I would probably sit on the edge of the boat quietly and fish with my, not really paying too much attention, just because I'm, quietly thinking about everything that I was doing.
I imagine Sunny would be sitting out there next to you, just sort of also sitting very somberly and very quietly, contemplating what's happening and being really sad.
Oh, sorry. Roll 20-ish.
No, you're fine. So I while you're fixing that, I'm gonna just role play and
Yeah, go for it.
and I'll kind of mutter under my breath, I was really hoping that Brighton would be a new start, a place that would be untouched by the horrors of war and violence and all the other garbage that I came across back in the day. I don't know what to do. It's definitely I don't know. This isn't what I was hoping would happen.
Just sort of nod my head and quietly say, yes, this isn't what anybody thought would happen. We all felt like Brighton was a safe place that was free from, any kind of contamination, and that's all. I know what you mean. I'm really scared now. So real.
I just I don't even say anything. I just cast my line again, kind of carelessly. Apparently it hooks the boat by accident.
It hooks onto your shirt or something, and then you pull yourself, and you're like, oh, God.
You know what happens?
I'm gonna get the hook off his.
Here's what I imagine happening. He caught the other boot that he caught last year.
Oh.
I feel like if that happens, that we would both have a good laugh over it, and it might break the tension a little bit.
Could I? Are we still doing the thing of giving inspiration to others? Because I would totally give Sid inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
Do it.
Awesome.
And I guess I'd pull up the dirty boot, which literally does match the other one. And I guess I break a small grin and I look at Sunny and I say, "What, do you need a new pair of shoes?"
I look at the boot and I'm like, is that The same one from last year?
I guess so.
Dude, you have a special kind of talent.
Yeah.
A talent for finding boots in rivers, I mean.
We can make it a new event.
You know, I once heard of this investigator for another town who had a fascination with shoes, and I guess my thing is a fascination with boots, apparently.
Apparently. Who knew? I guess we're having all sorts of discoveries today.
Yeah, I guess so.
Everything's gonna be okay.
So on that night, as Cassius is casting out a line, he comes up from the bottom of the deck and he whips out, sets down like one of the cast of ale he got and says, Happy Harvest Festival. Not necessarily the way I imagine spending it, but so he cracks open the top and he splits the ale with the folks there.
I say to him, at least we're alive. That's all that matters, really, at the end of the day.
We're getting help.
Mercy would be like working with like some of her tinkerer's stuff. It's like messing around with some of the stuff she has, and like I imagine at some point Sunny comes up and tries to pick at something, and she'll give Sunny the confetti cannon to go play with, but be like, "Don't point it at anyone's head."
Oh my word, that's amazing. I'm gonna skip away.
It's got one shot in it, but like
I'll immediately shoot it off. She's not even finishing how to tell me it, and I've already fired it into the air. I feel like that's exactly what would happen. Cool!
And everyone's like, why did you give Sunny explosives?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so I do say cheers with him.
Cheers.
And now I think I'm just I'm editing my treasure and items and such. So
All right.
I'm gonna say what I leave on the boat and what I left at home and everything else.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah,
So
that's pretty much it.
So at this point, you've made it off the boat and you pretty much have 15 miles of dense forest in front of you.
Yay!
Alright guys, it's not an easy walk, but I can take you the best way, so just stay quiet, stay low, move quickly, but don't be stupid.
Alright, so Sunny, if you're going to be leading this, I'm going to need a survival check every 3 miles to keep you on course.
Awesome. Are you going to just call it out?
Go ahead and do one for right now.
Well,
so,
nervous.
It's
definitely this. Wait, hold on a second.
So you start going generally in the right direction, but you're not necessarily taking the best paths. So you only end up covering. You kind of go off course a little bit.
Okay.
But it's not horrible.
Oh, we've rested.
Yes, you would have long rested.
Alright, so I'm gonna also change the spells that I had prepared, if that's alright, if that's not like metagaming. Guiding. I know we're going through the forest, so I would prepare a guiding hand. That seems pretty normal. I think I'm gonna do here. Okay. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, ready.
Cool.
So I actually will go ahead and cast Guiding Hand since I'm doing a little bit of not so great.
Okay. So you go off course a little bit, and then you decide, alright, you can cast it as a ritual. And now it will point you directly to the settlement.
Okay, guys, I got this now. Sorry about that. I'm a little nervous. So we keep walking.
So, I want you to roll perception.
Can I roll as well?
Yes, so everyone can roll it. So, Sunny, you're the first to hear it. You hear some movement from you, rustling in the trees, and you kind of come upon a clearing.
Okay.
And you hear sounds like about three medium-sized creatures. And you can tell by their movement they might be watching you. So,
Guys, hold up for a second. Do you hear that?
I'm gonna approach Sunny quietly, or as quiet and gently as I can, and say, "Is there something out there?"
Yeah, I think there's 3 somethings out there.
Let's
so
let's try.
Cassius, on closer inspection, you'll hear him as well.
What do you think that is?
Well, we maybe have stumbled into some animal's territory. Let's try and get out of it as soon as we can.
Okay. Dang it, I just unprepared animal.
So,
Okay.
as y'all are about to move, you see a number of wolves kind of jump out of the brush, kind of
Okay,
jump out
guys.
and slowly start walking towards you, kind of growling.
Okay, I'm gonna motion to my companions to stay still, and I'm gonna whisper, "It's okay. Just don't act afraid of them. If you act afraid, they'll attack." And I'm going to take some bold steps forward to face them with no fear. Or at least as much as I can. And
Right.
I'm going to use my knowledge of how I know wolf packs to function to help me guide me in this situation.
Alright, so
yeah.
let's do a... I kind of want to call I actually want counting... so basically you're going to do it, if you're trying to face them head on, it's going to be an intimidation check, but you can run wisdom.
Okay, awesome. So can I just do 1d20 plus... like that?
Wow.
I, with authority, face what I know to be the alpha. I'm going to pick this one.
Uh-huh.
And I walk up to it, and I put my hand in front of me, flat, in a gesture of authority. And I say, in some kind of, not really intelligible language or anything, but I sort of make a growling noise. That would be...
there are a few tense seconds that go by, and then you see the wolf kind of sits down on all fours and puts its head down, and the other two follow suit.
Alright, I'm gonna motion for my friends to pass along the outer edge if they can, and I'm gonna kind of say, move along, guys. Just stay far away as you can. I'm gonna keep eye contact with that alpha.
I'm gonna ask Sunny. I have a ration here, salted meat. I could chuck it somewhere for him.
I think we're okay right now, but keep that out in case this goes south.
Yeah, I'll have my ration out, and I'm gonna kind of skirt along the edge.
No fear.
And try and just move around. I'm gonna gesture for Mercy to stick behind me as we go.
Yeah, I like to point out that Mercy does not look scared at all.
Wait, okay, no, I'm not
I'm just saying that Sunny was no fear, and Mercy was already ready to
Let's
grab
go.
out Albert in a fight. Like,
You're like, I fought bears.
yeah.
Alright.
I
Okay, so-
almost got killed by a bear.
Does everybody get by safely?
Yeah. So
Sid's
Okay, cool.
frozen. Okay, I'm gonna move. So,
So I'm gonna keep as much authority as I can. I'm gonna sort of walk around, like keep facing the dog or the wolfie, and then pass. And as soon as like we're out of like range for it to be, I'm gonna like catch up with my companions if that makes sense.
all right.
I'm gonna
So,
I'm gonna launch a ration over this way, so that way, like, because obviously they're gonna go after us then, or come
Yeah.
up from behind. So I'm gonna drop a ration and chuck it.
Andy, are you still with us?
I don't. Oh, I guess he's on Discord still, but
Andy?
Andy.
I think we have lost Andy. I don't know. Maybe he had to go use the restroom or something.
Sorry, test. Hello.
Hey.
There you are. Okay.
Yeah, sorry, I had to refresh my router.
Got it.
Yeah, Roll20 was acting up on me and was just like, "Oh, what's going on here?"
We're facing down some wolves, and Sid is refusing to leave.
Oh
Kid.
yeah.
Wondering what's happening.
Yeah, my bad.
All right, so you said you're gonna throw that ration.
Yep. You want me to do athletics?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, that's not great, but
Not bad. Kind of like lands about over here. You see, they kind of like perk up, look, see that Sunny's away. They're gonna move for it.
okay. And yeah, as soon as they start doing that, I'm gonna say, okay, I recommend we move with haste.
Agreed.
And with haste, we move.
And I will go ahead and lead the pack with haste.
All right. You'll continue going. Doing pretty well for a little bit. And then I'm gonna need another perception check. You've been walking for another about 3 miles, 4 miles.
Mm-hmm.
And at this time, it's Cassius that hears it first.
Okay.
And you hear something up ahead, and it seems to be a little bit like it's making quite a decent amount of noise, and Sid hears it as well. Only sounds like the one creature. But again, you're not entirely sure what it is. Let me move you to the next
Can I roll
section.
insight?
Roll nature.
Okay. Well, I was rolling in. I wanted to roll insight because of like, does it sound like it's in pain? Is it fighting something?
Okay, then I think that. Yeah, we'll do insight.
Okay. Like, I'm not trying to discern what it is yet. Just like
Right.
sounds of conflict or something like that.
So it doesn't sound like it's a pain, or hear a little bit of like kind of some low roar, like growl kind of thing. And you kind of hear it just like stomping around a little bit.
Not sure what it is, but it's a little big. Maybe if we could try and sneak past.
Sid would vouch for the sneaking past, but I would turn to Sonny and ask, what's big and threatening in these woods, do you know?
Can I listen a little bit harder and see if I can discern what it is?
Yeah, roll.
Oh, whoops, I just prematurely rolled perception.
Yeah, but do a nature.
Oh, okay.
Can I be helping her if I'm helping point out the sound?
Yeah, and actually you can run that off of wisdom too.
Sweet.
Because you've probably heard stuff like this before.
Yeah. Whoops. Oh my god.
Jeez, okay.
So,
Yes.
you realize what it is.
Oh god.
I'm actually gonna...
Owl bear.
Yes.
Dragon.
Actually, no. Screw it. So, you kind of, like, get this oh shit moment as you realize that sounds like an owl bear.
For real?
Yeah.
For real.
Guys, I'm pretty sure that's an owl bear, and if that's an owl bear, then we should go where it is not. Because they have sharp talons.
You also realized about this time that,
Giant bird.
it's kind of gone silent.
It knows we're here.
Sid readies his pistol.
Let's move out of its territory, right? Like this is a territorial creature, like most animals.
And about that time, you hear just this roar as it comes barreling out of the brush,
Run!
coming towards you. I need initiative rolled.
Shit.
Yes.
Hold on, let me clear it. Sorry, I just cleared you off of it. I'll add you back on.
My crit success.
Ugh, did I regret that?
It's been deleted. I guess I'll just do.
Yeah, you can manual.
Retype that. 23.
I mean, you don't really have to.
Oh, okay.
You're already at the top of the initiative.
I never get crit successes, so this is important. I need it.
Fanfare. Fanfare.
I like the outfit token.
I know, it's amazing.
It looks like a Looney Tunes
It
character.
looks great on the
It's
little
perfect.
He's
initiative.
like, yo,
Yes.
I'm the owl bear.
Look at
I
him.
got the big shoulders.
Alright, Cassie's your first
Tiny
move.
little legs.
I want to hug him and make him mine. Fluffy talon. I'm definitely gonna move in front of Sunny here, and I'm gonna say, look, I don't think we can take this thing, but I need you guys to run now. Let's try and just book it.
Alright,
And I'm gonna take the dodge
Sid.
action.
okay. Sid.
Sid will approach. And in this is all shrubbery, or is this like trees?
Trees, shrubbery, it's untamed forest.
Okay. I'd like to see if there's any like low-hanging or weak-looking branches that I can use to possibly obstruct the path from a charging owlbear.
Okay.
Basically what I'm aiming for is like, is there anything that I can possibly shoot down?
Yeah, you could probably see some stuff. You might be able to knock some things down. Although, you also know that owlbears are very large, and you're going to need something suitably large to inhibit its progress.
Yeah, no, basically what I'm going for is I want to startle it. So I would like to delay my turn until the owlbear gets close.
Okay.
And I'll shoot like a branch, and then I'll possibly land in front of it to get it startled and at least veer it off the path.
Got it. Alright, so the owlbear's going to drop down on all fours,
Jeez.
and it is going to begin charging forward and get about right here. Just letting out a roar as it's going.
Okay.
Alright,
So I'll wait until Mercy and Sunny move.
okay. So, Mercy, you're up.
Are we still doing ready actions?
You can do ready to action, yeah.
Because I'm gonna stand like here and ready in action to attack if it comes near.
Okay.
Like, me and bears have beef.
Fair enough. Alright, Sunny.
So, for a moment, I feel like this flicker go through me, and my hands and my face start to sort of like change just a little bit into almost what looks like wolf-like features, and then it snaps back. And then I like shake myself out of it, and I say, guys, we should really just get out of here, but I'm not going to move yet. I'm also going to take the dodge action to or the ready action probably to jump out of the way if this guy comes charging at us. And I'm going to jump to my right, which would be like this way.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
Sid, run your turn now.
At the end of Sunny's turn, I will, using the Untamed Force, using the environment, I'll shoot down a branch in front of the owlbear and attempt to startle it.
Okay, go ahead and make an attack roll. Make sure you can actually hit this branch. Looking for a 10.
21.
Alright. You can knock that branch down. And, let's see, I'm going to roll a wisdom check. Owlbear, wisdom save.
Crit fail. Come on. No,
Yeah.
Not good.
He
I
kind
don't
of gets, like,
think he
briefly
crit
startled.
failed.
And, like, he kind of veers off to the side to, like, kind of swings out wide to go around this branch that fell. But he's still moving.
Alright.
Alright, let's roll back up.
Oh, okay. Crit fail now. See, that's why I need good, I need to, like, revel in my critical successes, because this is what happens shortly afterwards.
So,
You only get one.
you now see something interesting. As y'all are charging in here, you hear kind of some barking behind you. And the wolves that you met earlier come running in behind you. And they come dashing in and run right around you.
They're protecting their mama! Go! 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 And just like making the like motion, where you like cheering them on.
So this owlbear is going to kind of swing out wide over here. And it's going to be able to end its movement right about here. Close enough that, Mercy, you can use your ready to action.
Nice. I'm gonna swing at it
You will hit.
and do that many damage.
You hit it, and it just, like, you kind of get a nice slash in its side, and it's almost unfazed by that. It's just,
Rude.
it's got bloodlust right now.
Delicious.
Sunny, you're up.
Alright, seeing the wolves come forward gives me a rush of like, yes, this is amazing. And I think what I'm gonna do is cast Thorn. Nah, I'm not gonna cast Thorn Whip. That's ridiculous. I'm just gonna go ahead and shoot it with my bow. Because I've never hunted a real dangerous animal.
Alright. That's a hit. Nice, and you put an arrow into the side, and it kind of lets out a small roar, but again, it's just like kind of shrugging this off.
Ugh.
It's big. Sid.
Part of Sid wants to step back and let nature run its course and see what happens, but if Sonny's engaging with an arrow, then he will do as pirates do, and he will do it, he'll adjust his hat and take another shot. He's aiming for, in particular, he's trying to look for the wound that the owlbear left, and intentionally aiming away from the face, because he wants either the beak or the talons if it falls, but aiming for that wound that she already left.
Alright.
24 to hit.
That'll hit it. Right on target.
Ping. And 8 piercing.
At that point, it lets out a much more terrifying roar as it actually cries out in pain.
Oh!
Okay. Then Sid will back up over yonder, getting not too close to the wolf, but that'll end his turn, and then he'll work to reload his gun.
Alright. Mercy.
Okay. Mercy will sort of swing forward. She's gonna swing right at its face because she doesn't care. Like,
Alright. That'll hit. Ooh, wow. You give it
it's-
a big slashing across the face.
rather than like, as her halberd goes down, she'll like take a jump back.
Alright. Cassius.
So, seeing that we're not running and that we have reinforcements, I am going to run over here, and I'm going to run up the tree slightly, and then I'm going to leap off from there and double axe handle slam into this owl bear.
Okay, I'm gonna need an acrobatics check.
Okay.
You build up. Okay. it's good enough. It's not your best performance.
Yeah.
So then I'll just give you. It's just gonna be regular attacks though.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to get like an advantage, but
If you've done it well enough, you've done it. That first one will not hit.
so I'm gonna like slam into the ground, and it just narrowly gets out of the way, and I'm gonna try and recover by uppercutting it.
That will hit. You make contact and give it a nice blow to the chin. It you can see its face has kind of got a nice gash on it. Blood's coming out from the halberd.
So
It's got an arrow with a bullet in about the same spot.
I imagine too, like it literally like roars in my face to the point where like my hair and like and everything is like reacting to it.
It's like drool. It's
Yes.
just
And
splattering.
I literally just like put up my dukes, and I'm like, it's really gonna hurt.
All right, let's run it again.
Guys,
Damn, 7.3.
guys.
Yes. I needed that.
Oh.
Right
You were so lucky.
God.
All right, Sonny.
Oof. Alright, you know what? I'm into it now. It was trying to hurt us, and we can eat it for dinner, so I'm gonna run up to it, and boom! Oops.
Nice.
So my claws, like I like flick my arms out to the side. The claws just like whoosh, Wolverine style?
You have to
Wait,
make
no.
an attack roll.
Yes, I
You gotta make
know.
the attack roll first.
I know these things. I play D&D all the time. Oh, does that even hit?
And you will miss.
Oh! Swish!
It's like I run up, and without even doing anything, it takes 3 damage.
Just yell at it.
Yep.
Oops. Sorry.
Alright.
Okay, oh shit. That didn't work. Wolves, get them.
Alright, Cassius, you're up.
So I shout like, "What are you doing, Sonny?" And I'm gonna run over here.
I don't know,
and
it was that in the moment.
And I imagine like it's like getting up on its back legs to like roar at Sonny, and I'm gonna just do a double punch to its what I would think would be its kidneys, but it's a bear, so I have no idea where those are.
Alright. You have advantage. You are flanking.
All right.
Yes.
It's a hit.
And again,
And another hit.
double sixes.
Nice. You it's roaring quite a bit, just up on its hind legs, just head like straight up in the air, just kind of letting out this roar. Sid.
Sid, that seeing that Sonny and Cassie seems to have us surrounded, he's gonna angle himself, basically. Well, doesn't want to get in the direct way of the wolves, but he'll back up against like one of these trees here, and then he'll basically, reload his gun, and then he'll take another shot. Doesn't seem like he has a vantage point to see the arrow bullet hole, so he'll take a shot at whatever's available.
Okay.
16.
That's a hit.
Or 7.
7. This owlbear's just like flailing around right now, just like lashing out in all directions.
Then
Mercy.
You get sneak attack.
Oh yeah, you're right. You do get sneak attack.
What?
You're a rogue.
You're a rogue.
Oh, that's a thing I can do.
It's a D6 at this point.
D6.
I totally forgot about that.
6.
Nice.
Nice.
That's a lot. Wow, it's feeling it real bad now. Mercy, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna run in. Yeah, I'm gonna run up to it. I'll try and take out its eye. Like I said, me and bears have issues.
Alright.
So I'm gonna
Advantage.
try and slash its eye. I
Wow.
didn't roll with advantage, but I rolled a crit.
Alright.
Oh,
Holy
yeah.
shit.
Jeez.
Can I take out an eye?
So you run up to it, and it had right as it brings its head down, kind of like it was just roaring straight up the air. It like looks down, sees you run beside it, and turns to look you dead in the face. And all it sees is just halberd coming straight at it. And you put your halberd partway into its skull, and it just kind of like stops abruptly.
Whoa.
So while that's happening, these wolves come charging around and like pounce on the owlbear to like bring it down. And seeing that it's finished, they just kind of stop moving and kind of. Two of them look up to the alpha wolf, and the alpha wolf turns to look at Sunny.
So I'm gonna look at my friends and be like, hey, you guys might they just have this?
Said we'll click his tongue and say, you know, those talents are worth quite a bit, but nature's running its course, right? They don't have what they want.
Okay, so I'll walk up to the owl bear, and I will try to cut its talons off with the little knife that I use to cut plants.
Okay.
And if that doesn't work, I'll just say, hey, does anyone have a knife?
Roll survival to harvest that. Kind of generally what that is.
Alright, so I'll cut you off some talons, and then I'll look at the alpha wolf, and I'll, like, make a gesture toward the owl bear to, like, nod, like, go at it and feast. Thanks for helping, kind of.
Once you do that, you just see him immediately start tearing into it.
And I give Sid the bloody, ripped talon.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, this we can at least pay living costs for a little bit, but need to see if I can find who we got, or at least appear docs. But either way, I think we're well off for a little bit.
Yeah, I have no doubt that we're probably going to need funds at some point
Yeah.
for
Yep.
our travel. And I think since you're the captain, I think it's right that you have the goods.
Agreed.
Are you coming, Sonny?
Oh, sorry. Yep. Okay, bye guys. To the wolf.
You see the alpha wolf just kind of like turns to watch you and kind of just watches you until you leave. Can't see you anymore.
Alright, which way are we going?
You still have your guiding hand.
Oh yeah, which way does the guiding hand say to go?
It's like east southeast.
Alright.
The grid turned off.
Yeah, I can't move my token.
Yeah,
Well, I just moved y'all.
Oh, okay.
yeah, I think roll 20. Issue.
Yeah.
I think we're moving past this map anyways.
Did I just?
I
did
mean,
y'all
I
not
can.
move?
Yeah, we're still stuck.
I had to reload. I reloaded the page.
Oh, I
and-
bet you that's it.
I moved y'all over to.
yeah, it didn't move us. There was a
Okay,
roll 20
right.
issue there.
Yeah. Oh, yep.
Yep.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh wow, that's cool. Oh, there we are.
Cool. So, you will be able to travel the rest of the way without much issue, and kind of almost, it's getting pretty close to sunset, and you finally make it into the Druid settlement.
Awesome. Should I describe a little bit what it looks like?
I think right now this is a good spot to.
Good that I can come up with.
Actually, yeah. So I want to come up with a map and more details.
And I want to have little descriptions of my parents because they're going to be like super
Yes.
and adorably in love. Most of the druids, just a heads up, most of the druids are going to be like kind of about like not mad about Brighton because they do need Brighton, they trade with it. I think there'll be a few who are like, we need to stay out of this. So there might be some that need convincing. My parents and any family members obviously would be like, no, we're absolutely going. But yeah.
I will also want to mention that by the time you leave the Druid Village, be level up to level 2. Basically, you've hit the point, like you've officially hit level 2 right now. But if you would like to explain how you get some of your abilities, you can do that while you're with the druids.
Oh, that's wonderful, because I hinted at my wild shape.
Yep.
And I want to, like, go and be like, what the fuck was that? And
It's actually, it's perfect for you, Ingrid,
yeah.
to actually, like, fully delve into being a druid.
I'm gonna ask my mom about it, and my dad, because, well, my mom, but my dad, too.
Sonny's going through puberty.
Yeah, that's exactly kind of what it is. Something's changing.
Yes.
So, perfect, yes.
It's the birds and the bees, except literal birds and literal bees.
Birds and the bees, and the bears, and the wolves, and the tigers. But yeah.
Well,
So I think that'll be our first session. Brett, you can sign us off.
Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what else can I say? This was a fantastic first episode. I think some amazing stuff is going to come in the future, so I hope you're all able to join us. To the party here, thank you so much for putting all this together. I know it's a lot of work. I helped out with some of it, but I'm excited. I hope you guys are too. So until then, I hope you all have a great day, and we will catch you on the next episode.